Tonight on the ZUDECAST. News with reviews with the new... Fuck. I fucked it up.
Can Viagra be a treatment for COVID-19? We also follow up on AOC's health condition after partying with drag queens in Florida. We also relive the 1-year anniversary of January 6th from multiple perspectives. And last but not least, Kazakhstan under fire. Will Putin intervene? Tonight on Zood News Network.
Shit, dude. I love the awkward.
You saved my ass there, dude.
Yes.
I just immediately forgot all the shit that we were talking about because there's so much to talk about today. We are the Zoods with the news, dude.
Welcome back to Zood News Network. I am one of your, welcome to your, we're your anchors here, Adrian Grody tonight. Yes. How you doing?
Oh my god. And
No, this is serious. This is serious.
we got a
This
lot
is
of
serious.
serious
Okay,
news.
we're still doing serious. Okay, the tie's serious.
Yeah, you tied it in a real serious kind of way. I'm Crispy Grooves, of course, here with the news and this long ass paisley tie covering up my my junk there. And then we got
What's up?
Bumbo Jumbo.
It's Bumbo Chumbo.
returning again on the hot seat, Bumbo Chumbo.
All right, boys. We have no time to dilly-dally. This is the big serious time. Oh, we said today my vibe is divorced dad in Las Vegas.
That
yes,
is the vibe.
that's my
That is
vibe
the
today. And I'm no longer a cuck. I've denounced being a cuck. Although Jack Murphy's still at it. He's such a cuck that he may or may not have gotten his best friend swatted.
Yeah. Tim
What?
Poole swatted. Is
Wow.
Jack Murphy to blame?
Damn.
Dude, you got your phone right in between your balls like there, just so you can just reduce your testosterone as much as possible to become ultimate gigacuck. Congratulations.
Gonna go ahead and just
To get the pants tank going. Dude.
here we go.
Absolutely.
Better.
And then of course we got our boy Ethan running the boards as
Yo,
usual
what's cracking, dogs?
with the webcam views.
All right.
Get a close inside look at our janky ass studio.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty sick for just a bunch of losers who are out here reporting the real
It's
hard
lit.
facts.
We're a
It's
news
fucking
network.
lit.
What are you doing? We're a news
Yeah.
network here. What's
Yeah,
with all
what
this
the fuck you
defamation?
doing?
This is ZNN, okay? We're the Zoods with the news, okay? Let's get into these stories, all right? This is super serious time here. We're living in the culture war, okay? My fellow brothers, we've been lied to for fucking too long instead of we're starting our own network here.
The Oakleys really sell it.
I don't need to sell it. I already buy it, bro. And you will too, okay? You at home in America, you will understand too. All right. Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So,
Yes.
can
Yes.
Viagra cure COVID-19?
I can
or
tell
treat
you
it?
right now, as a divorced dad in Las Vegas, Viagra is saving my ass lately. So, I can tell you this is a miracle product. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, but
Yes.
you can't spell Cialis without CIA.
I got no comment on that one, but you
Yeah.
can't spell Viagra without a V and a G, meaning vagina and gonorrhea, because I'm in Vegas. How?
Okay.
Las Viagra.
Las
There we go.
Viagra.
Viagras.
Viva Viagra.
So yeah, we got the goat here, Cucker,
Oh, wait, I
Cucker Tullerson.
That'll make my hair
Check
look a
it
little
out.
crazier here, a little more
Have
erratic.
you ever had an erectile dysfunction?
We got everything running off the tablet today, and looks like it is not. Oh, there we
Well,
go.
amazingly, there appear to be growing connections between Viagra and treatment for the coronavirus. A nurse in the UK just woke up from a
Called
28-day
it.
coma after she got a big dose of Viagra.
She got a big dose of dick.
One healthcare company is providing coronavirus tests along with their ED medication. Who thought Viagra would save us from the pandemic?
I called it.
Dr. Mark Siegel might have predicted it. He's our Fox News medical cheer, the man we go to.
Mike
He joins
Siegel
us
rhymes
to
with Spike
explain.
Spiegel.
Doctor?
Bro, they should have cast
We've
him.
been talking about Viagra. We talked about it last week about Alzheimer's, and we're doing further investigations on it now. As you said,
They're using
Monica
Viagra for
Almeida,
Alzheimer's,
37
too.
years old.
Wild.
She was 72 hours away from having her respirator turned off. They gave her a massive dose of Viagra, and she woke up.
I guess it
Now,
turns
what
out
kind of
having
connection is
Alzheimer's
there?
is
Well, I started
harder
looking
than we
into
thought it
that.
was.
A study just published out of Chile in a journal called Critical Care found that this patient studied did not go on the respirator who got Viagra, and they actually went out of the hospital sooner. Now, why would that be?
'Cause they're
Viagra's
hard
not
as
just
fuck and they're
used
trying
for
to get
what you think
some.
it's used for. It also treats lung problems. It improves blood flow to the lungs.
Yeah,
It
Christian,
improves
the lunga
oxygen
clots,
in
bro.
the
The
lungs.
lunga
It
clots.
treats
I know, they
pulmonary
should have gave me
hypertension.
that.
It treats altitude sickness. It makes something called nitric oxide. Now,
I wish I knew about
nitric
this.
oxide is something that the COVID virus decreases, and Viagra increases.
Chris
And
walking
not
around the
only was
house
there
with a
study
fucking
out of
boner,
Chile,
bro.
but there's several studies around the world that if you inhaled that nitric oxide,
If you-
your lungs
Nice,
did a lot
visual
better
there.
with COVID.
It's like
Japan,
poppers. Don't
China,
ask me how I know.
Scandinavia all had studies like this showing a big improvement with nitric oxide, just what Viagra does. So I think this is the beginning of something, and further studies are going on, and I think this is a potential treatment. And then you mentioned along comes a company called Roman, and the New York Times of all places wrote this up.
I get
the other
ads for
day and
them a
said,
lot.
Roman, which is a company that
They
actually
know
you can
me.
prescribe Viagra over a telemedicine, is now giving home COVID tests. Home COVID tests, you can't get them anywhere, but you can get them via telemedicine, via this company Roman, and guess what you can get with the home test? You can get Viagra. So I have one
Hey,
question, and I'm
it's
gonna
like, hey, for
poll
when you
to
gotta
find out.
isolate at home, something to keep you busy. Am I right?
When you do the home test,
Hey.
I don't know.
I
Tucker?
think I know. Well, as you said, if you take it, I'm quoting, a massive dose
wild.
of Viagra, you wake up. So I think it's.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
there anything
You
that
unleash
you-
the beast
Dr.
for real.
Siegel, great to see you.
I'm getting ready to try it out. Thanks, Tucker.
He said, "I'm ready to try it out."
YouTube page.
right.
Yes,
Most
yes.
analysis.
All
will
right,
not
man.
That's hilarious.
I
dude.
think, yeah,
That's fucking good.
that's good. I mean, that's actually good news. I mean,
Dude, I wish I knew about this when I had COVID in fucking August. You know, I
fucking-
could have just been running around hard, but you know, just doing fine. I love that they also said that they're giving it to people with Alzheimer's and dementia and shit. Like, imagine your brain just doesn't work because your brain already doesn't work because you got Alzheimer's, and then just all of the remaining brain cells that you got left, all that blood's just being run down to your dingus, and then you
Well,
got you got the Pfizer. You're getting ready to, because you know Viagra is also made by Pfizer.
right,
First of all. So you're getting ready to, if you don't get the jab, you got to take Viagra so that you can give other people's the jab. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Makes
because the
sense to
thing
me.
about Viagra and why like it particularly helps junk problems is because it like opens up all your capillaries to like get like blood flow going everywhere. So I totally like when I saw this headline, I was like, oh yeah, that actually. I was like, yeah, like I totally
sense to
like I
me.
totally kind of knew what they were about to say about it, and it's kind of crazy that they gave it to someone with fucking who was in a
To a
coma
woman.
to wake her up. And it was kind of funny because I was watching like Dan Balzeri was talking about how he overdosed on Viagra and like almost had a heart attack and had to go to the fucking ER
Goddamn.
and shit. He had like cardiac arrest and shit, like, and
Nice.
like they had to like fucking like give him the fucking shocks.
All right, what's worse though, if you go into cardiac arrest or if you just like burst a major blood vessel in your dick?
Ooh.
The old purple oracle. Damn, that's the gym. That's the fuck-
do that?
You just got like a purple dick for like a month.
Yeah, that's rough.
Damn.
But I
That's what they call purple rain.
well, what I was gonna say though too, where I was going with that though, real quick, was fucking like, if a high dose like that can get your heart going all crazy like that, yeah. If you're in a COVID coma, yeah, something like this probably is like, it's like, wake the fuck up, everybody, get the fucking blood going through the whole body, go.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
was
like,
just curious, like they said they were giving it to him, and I've always been curious, like, what happens if you give a woman Viagra? So like, it's just like,
I think it just lowers their blood pressure and probably engorges their clitoris.
I get a big old thick juicy clit going.
I don't know that. That might be medical misinformation. I don't know.
Got a swollen,
it stands to reason
a
though.
swollen bean,
Right?
bruh.
Yeah.
A
Big
boiled
bean.
bean, a bean boiling over, a boisterous bean boiling over, all
right.
because of a blue bunion.
Jesus Christ. Looks like Buffalo Bill's blue bunion.
Buffalo Blues, Bill Bunyan boiling over.
Okay,
in
we're
the
not
beat.
we're not making any friends with Crips on this show.
That's true. We're not keeping it 55th Street right now.
Hey, to be honest though, something I have to say is that this is very blue pill energy for sure. Fucking, it's my turn to be the Matrix this week. So yeah, this is a real blue pill move though, because it is very much so like, hey, you don't want to take the vaccine, that's fine. Take our other certified Pfizer product.
Right.
And I think it is a good step though, in a way of being like other things can hypothetically like
Help.
Help. Like it's not just like, oh, you're gonna die. It's like, oh well, we tried this, and at least that's at least they're talking about other stuff they're trying. That's cool. That's good news to hear.
Yeah.
But it's literal blue pilling, bro.
That's
And
true. It is a blue
I
pill.
Don't condone Viagra except for having a good time. Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely an off-label.
Hey.
That's definitely an
Ew.
off-label prescription. Yeah. You having fun with your own joke there?
What?
You having fun with your own joke there?
What
That's
joke?
good.
What joke? What did I say?
Nothing.
All right.
All right. I mean, yeah, Viagra.
It fucking rocks,
It
y'all.
makes
How?
it makes your pee hard and it makes your life easy. All right, cool.
All
There you go.
right.
I think
Yes.
that was- yeah,
so
we
that
get-
brings
listen,
it with
we
the
got a lot
COVID
of
news. That's
stuff
the
to
start
talk
of the
about.
COVID news here. And once again, we got another lying politician fucking deceiving the public through their fucking teeth, brothers. I swear.
Yeah, this is crazy, man, because I think the Supreme Court's basically going over if they're gonna start enforcing, federal mandates, and this is all being decided. And you think that the Supreme Court, they're usually the ones that they don't have to get reelected, so they're not quite as crazy political.
They're
but
usually boring.
They're usually boring.
They're
as
usually
fuck.
boring. They usually give the boring bureaucratic answers. They're just like, well, in Article 13, it says,
Yeah.
like that's their job, is to be boring and lame and dull, and to fucking be the fucking buzzkill and be like, no, this actually isn't gonna happen because of this
That's not
precedent.
constitutional.
It's not constitutional, and if you do this will set a precedent. So it is she's probably getting extra kicked down, honestly though, because they be kicking down the big bucks to get the ethos and the pathos going,
That's true, but yeah, it's just kind of wild because it's like this isn't even really like their area of expertise yet. It's like, is she just kind of like lying? Because saying that you have over 100,000 children, and many, well, I guess it says in serious condition and many on ventilators, is just like patently false. Like that shit is not true with the Omicron, with the Homicron variant. So it's kind of wild. It seems like there's a lot of Supreme Court justices that are more into being activisty than being Supreme Court justice-y.
It's
Shame.
just really weird because, like I said, you think it's supposed to be such a boring kind of like, checks and balances type shit. Like it's meant to be there to be like because it's like, what are you doing? Even like, what are you gonna do a law now over? What do you judge? Like, what is your point of
Well, I
you
guess-
even saying this?
right.
Frankly, to be honest, like,
I guess they'd be ruling on whether or not, the vaccine mandates that they've already done in places like New York City are actually constitutional. I don't know if it's actually made it quite that far yet. But,
I think we are gonna be having to have that argument soon. There probably is gonna be a Supreme Court case about that at some point in the near future. I feel like next 5 to 10 years
Yeah.
minimum.
about whether or not it's
about whether or not any of
discrimination.
this is discrimination or any of this was constitutional. I think what we definitely are seeing too is like, it's definitely still like it's crisis acting, brother. Like, but it's not actually crisis acting. Obviously, I'm just joking around. But this kind of shit, I feel like they're probably about to make some kind of weird play. So for like a judge to come out and to say something like this, I feel like there's about to be like maybe some kind of case or something coming up, or I don't know, something fishy.
Right. Well, because I saw other, like, they were saying that it's like, oh, like the Supreme Court justices are downplaying the COVID risks or whatever. But then Sotomayor comes out like that, like, completely overhyping the Omarion.
The Omarion.
variant.
Did you see the tweet where he was like, "I'm not a variant, I'm a singer." Omarion.
Shout out to Omarion. Not familiar with his work. But he's probably got a lot of publicity just from the Omicron.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know too much about this story. Not gonna lie to you, I wish we had some other numbers about how many kids are sick with the cough.
Well,
cough.
some of
with
them,
the...
I'm sure there's a lot that have got it and have gotten sick, but still, I think as of yet, there's been no deaths that are officially linked like to specifically having Omicron. I wish I because we saw that other clip right before we started this too, where it was the CDC.
The
what's her face?
CDC had
Yeah.
just openly admitted saying that like there were a lot of deaths that people had, like 74% or something like that, had previous
Right.
comorbidities that
They were
were
already-
combined with
Yeah,
COVID,
which is
what
crazy.
everybody was already saying already. They were
Right.
inflating the numbers to get funding from the government because of the crisis.
Right.
And it's like
They're definitely
what's-
backpedaling so hard right now.
Well, they're
and
trying to
trying
they're trying to own it and be like, well, we recently discovered that, and it's all like,
Right. Well, after they've gotten done banning a shit ton of people from, Facebook and Twitter and
Bunch of
YouTube.
Political dissenters.
Right. For daring to say that, hey, maybe some of the people who got the disease are being classified incorrectly because it's like, yeah, they had COVID, but it's like if you're like 100 years old and you got leukemia and you die and you happen to have COVID at the same time, it's like, that doesn't mean you died from COVID.
I wonder if if it shows in the statistics of say, you have the percentages of people that have died from fucking, cancer and shit like that. I'm kind of curious if it would show if, cancer, fucking AIDS, blah, 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 all this shit has dropped and it's just COVID, has the highest numbers over everything else.
No, I think the data is kind of fucked up. That's
skewed.
The thing. They just count it as a COVID death because there's a financial
fucked up because nothing else has really
It's just
been talked about and shit.
There's a financial incentive for them to say that it was a COVID death because the hospitals get bigger.
Well,
payouts.
we just saw too that there was a fat increase of fucking just mortality rate in general, and it's mostly from suicide, drugs, and obesity because everybody's just staying home and pigging out and shit, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah. Like I said, I think we got more Rona shit. Let's
we got
keep
a
the
lot.
ball
We got a
rolling.
lot of
Keep the
stuff
ball.
today, so
Let's keep the Rona rolling. Oh
yeah,
here we go.
So this came out from Hawaii, in Oahu. This got quickly taken down, but they were recommending some New Year's resolutions. This is coming from the medical community. It's great.
Oh
New
yeah.
Year's resolution: eating healthier.
Huh. Nah.
No.
Don't do that.
Exercise regularly.
Surely. No.
What is that?
No, I guess not.
No.
I gotta do that so I can go to Vegas and do blow.
True.
Save money? Oh no.
No.
What about the blow?
That's a bad idea.
Get Kiki vaccinated. Who's Kiki?
Probably
I
your
don't
kid. One would assume.
What the?
That's the Band-Aid is named
Actual
Kiki. Get Kiki
fuck.
vaccinated. I don't know who Kiki is, but
Kiki.
she probably does not need to. Anyways, you get the.
So yeah, this year set a goal that will not only improve your family's health, but also can also be accomplished. So you can't save money, you can't start to fucking be more healthy, you can't. And it's just weird.
Right.
Isn't it so weird that it's just being active and this is so weird coming from Hawaii too. What the fuck? Why would they put that out to be don't eat healthy, don't fucking exercise, just get schmaxinated? What the fuck?
Well, right, because they just want to be the bastions of health, and none of your other health matters. Nothing's ever been more contradictory where they're just you gotta just imagine it's this whole situation with Ethan Klein and Joe Rogan, or it's mostly just with Ethan Klein. You guys heard about this?
Yeah, where
he's
called
talking
him,
shit.
He called
he's
him unhealthy, bro.
Yeah, he's
all
Joe Rogan thinks he's healthier than everyone, but he's got a diet of elk meat and fucking egg yolk and
That fool's
lungs full of
eating,
tar.
he's also eating raw meat too.
Rogan? Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he's eating elk meat.
Rogan eats how
Right, but then
eats-
it's Ethan Klein of all people is telling him to get healthy. It's or telling him that it's oh, you don't know about being healthy. It's dude, it just
Joe
drives me
Rogan.
crazy. Where it's people that know zero about health are all of a sudden I care about being healthy by doing this thing that takes zero effort.
Well,
Just getting vaccinated. All those other things are hard work that are actually real goals.
My thing about this one too is it's weird phrasing of it because they're all oh, don't do these other things, don't do these other things.
Right.
Just get schmaxed.
It's not even phrasing. It's just
but-
pictures.
Right, but
Just crossing it out.
what they should have done was been oh, some of my healthy New Year's resolutions. It should have been eat healthy and do this and get schmaxinated.
Right.
And then if they did that, not really, no one would really be able to give them shit, because
I feel
even I would be at least you're saying, eat healthy, go outside, exercise,
Right.
take care of yourself. They could have been
All those things do help.
take your vitamins, do that because
Right.
we've been saying that too. It's big proponent of take your vitamins, wash your ass, all that shit,
Right.
They could have
basic
even saved us
hygiene.
the trouble though, and just cut straight to the end where it just says get vaccinated.
Right.
I know. What are you leading us
saved
on
us
for?
like
What are you
30
fucking-
seconds on a 45-second video.
See, I'm just kind of curious if it's some sort of idiot that kind of just edited the video and was cross
It's-
those out.
Right.
It
it's
was
possible.
well,
Right,
look
but I
at the
think it's on-
corporate
I think
art
it's on
style,
purpose, dude.
The corporate art style, bro,
Oh, yeah.
shows that there's a meticulous and a little planning there.
But
'cause
anyone
no one
with-
uses that unless it's a totally corporate, like, oh, well, no, it just has to be just, shit like.
It's like one of those pre-made copy-paste kind of Elsa-gate looking things, you know?
Exactly.
It's just designed to MK Ultra you and control you. And it's
Yeah,
like,
you're like-
dude, I mean, Hawaiians, though, especially like indigenous Hawaiians, it's like they are really overweight a lot of the time and have a lot of comorbidities and probably are more at risk for COVID than a lot of people. And it's like, you got to say, like, do all of these things and get the shot if you want. That's what the message really should be, because anyone with common sense, it's like, yeah, if you have more money, that's good, because then you got healthcare, right? And then if you are exercising and eating healthy,
You have less times you have to go to the fucking
Right.
doctor
Better
before
immune
healthcare.
system. Yeah.
Better
Because-
immune system, you're healthier, you have better circulation, you feel
Right.
better too, so you're not going to potentially hurt yourself
Right.
either.
at this point,
Um,
COVID's been around for like almost 2 years. It's like you've had plenty of time to like get your shit together. If we had been telling people to get their shit together with their health this whole time, instead of just saying just hide in your house until the vaccine's ready and then just get the vaccine once the vaccine's ready, don't worry about anything else, people could be a lot better off. But it's like, if you're like yelling about being fearful of getting COVID from other people, it's like, all right, you've had almost 2 years at this point to make sure your own shit is in order before you go telling everybody else what to do with their lives. It's like you can control, your own health, at least to some degree. I can't really talk shit. I've been getting just chunkier and chunkier over this fucking COVID, but
It's hard not
Yeah.
to stay chunky on this
Yeah.
shit, but
we
you
better
know.
change that though.
yeah,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the-
we about to
gotta
get
get the
better,
bench.
just better with gym boys, bro. It's about to be sick.
gym boys.
That'd be sick. Gym
go
boys
to the gym and then
talk-
go to gym boys.
Hey, bro.
Cancel it out.
You gotta
Jesus.
fucking get them calories. All right, let's see what we
Let's
got
move on.
next here. I think we have a certain kind of lying degenerate whore is coming up and paying for her sins in the holy land. Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
oh yeah, the unholy
yeah.
land. Yeah, I'm about to go.
San Francisco, good old San Francisco.
What-
So yeah, the booster shots are now required as of February 1st. You have to go to SF Jazz, and I looked at all the comments on this Instagram, and I'm like, I don't know, I haven't played or even been to SF Jazz, but just the where it's like, damn, that's San Francisco. That's pretty close to where we're at, and they're already going ham with this kind of
Hey,
stuff.
just real quick, I just want to say that we already know that Jazz has a long relationship with needles. Am I right?
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And they also have a long history of segregated audiences. So they're kind of bringing that back. Well, and what's interesting is when the vaccine mandates, I don't know how similar this is to New York, in New York, when they really started kicking down the vaccine mandates, people were saying, hey, like a lot of African Americans are unvaccinated in New York, so this would be effectively discriminating against them. And it's like a lot of jazz musicians are African American. It's a pretty distinctly African American genre out of anything. It's kind of weird, but all the comments are like supporting it, saying like, this is great. They're like, this is great. Can you make sure that people don't drink inside the room too, that they can only drink in the lobby? And I'm like, damn, you guys are fucking nerds.
No, they're whack over there
Nerds.
too. Hey, I just want to say I hated going to concerts in San Francisco already. The crowds are always so tense. Everybody's like, "Don't bug me, leave me alone, don't get in my bubble."
that's for, like,
And
a
it's like,
hip-hop show.
Dude, I saw like fucking gorillas, and like people weren't even like hyped. They were just like standing around. They're like, "When are they gonna play Feel Good Inc?" And it's like I was like fucking jamming out to a bunch of their songs, and like people are like, well, "You better chill, bro. Stop jumping around." I'm like, "Or what, bitch?" Like like straight up, I've had to almost get into a fight every time I've gone to Bill Graham Civic Center. I swear to fucking God, bro. Well, I saw Diane Ward too. I saw Diane Ward and fucking someone, people were giving me shit too for vibing out there. I was like, what the
Right.
fuck?
It's like, dude, look at these degenerates on the stage. Like, so I can't be a degenerate when I'm watching these other degenerates on the stage. And I mean, it's like, I thought jazz was supposed to be like, it's kind of traditionally been about breaking rules and like it's kind of punk as fuck. And it's
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
old
I'm not
school.
surprised. I mean, and it's like, hey, I mean,
It's San
jazz,
Francisco.
It's San Francisco, and jazz fans definitely tend to skew older these days. Like, it's not, there's a young scene for it, obviously. I'd like to think at least, but
I do think so.
there is, and a lot of, but it's like whatever. I mean, there's a lot of other places that are gonna say, I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of dive bars and breweries and backyard parties and places that aren't really gonna give a fuck about the about your booster. But not even so. It's like
with
even all the
like the-
musicians that were vaccinated and then now they still have to get the booster.
I want to talk to like maybe do like some kind of like, I mean, I guess I don't know how I would do it, but it's like get like a vibe of like what people are like feeling like actually out there about all this stuff, like people that live in the Bay, not just in San Francisco, like in the city, but like in like the greater area and shit. I'd be
yeah.
curious. I don't
you
know.
have a very
We
different
could-
result from downtown San Francisco
Yeah,
to like
absolutely.
the
That's
East
what-
Bay.
That's
or
what I'm
to
saying, like
Berkeley
East Bay
or
and
to,
Pacifica and fucking like
Oakland.
San Jose maybe like that whole area.
What might be cool
I
is
don't
to
know.
do a Channel Z and
Channel Z News, Z's of the News, CNN.
and just go sit out front.
Which, by the
and
way,
talk to all these people about this bullshit.
ZNN was already on Zootopia, but we're not backing down, furries. We will go to war against
Yeah.
you. We are unafraid. We have legions of internet acolytes who will join our side.
Ooh,
This
I'm
is
kind
not
of
a
afraid.
joke. Furries, you are warned.
you're on notice. What are you scared about, Bobby?
Furries?
Evoking their wrath and what I'm doing. Do you think I'm playing with fire? I love fire.
You know how
I
some people
smoke fire.
are
What
afraid
about-
of clowns?
Yeah.
I had one of the security
Afraid of furries?
one of the security guards at my job was like, yeah, I am a furry, by the way, just to let you know. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. All right,
Just
let's
totally,
see what's
like,
next.
out of
context.
SF
About
Jazz.
Firefox.
We were talking about art and stuff, and he was talking about I don't know, he just brought up furry art, and I was just like, okay, all right, this is taking a turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Well, furries, we're going to war.
Yeah.
Make no mistake. All right, anyways, let's keep moving.
Damn, way to create a hostile work environment. Just gotta say.
This is a news network. It has to be hostile. We'll do it live.
This is true.
Sorry.
Dude, the mannequins in France. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened here. I can't even confirm or deny what's really going on in this picture. Like, if this is actually real. We tagged you, Mahoney David G, whoever the hell you are. We saw this meme, and we're saying, damn, are they really putting mannequins in the fucking... I don't even know what do you call that? Is that a... It's not a ventilator, is
It's
it?
not a ventilator.
It's like
That-
it's like a bubble boy. He's a bubble boy.
Did that?
Go ahead.
So I'm kind of confused about this because this totally looks like it could be a training video.
That's what
Maybe
we're
it
thinking
is.
is we're thinking that he stole, like, just grabbed, like, whatever vid of, like, a COVID isolation thing.
But-
and we're like,
right.
this is probably just from the fucking manual or from a training vid or something.
And then some dumbass put it on the actual clips on the actual
Right,
news.
because we were saying this happened a couple years ago. They were doing a segment about child soldiers, and they used a picture from Metal Gear Solid as the fucking thing. And it was like a kid with an afro with like an AK, and it was from Metal Gear Solid. Hell, it didn't even look like a real person. That's that Fox engine, bro. That's why it looks heat.
I'm still in a dream, child soldier.
Fuck. But yeah, everybody knows France is trying to get the lockdown. Shimmy, shimmy, got it on lockdown out there.
Yeah.
Francois.
That's kind of wild, dude.
I think it's just fucking irresponsible. I mean, obviously they're trying to get some sensationalist hype going. But come
all the
on,
hosp-
like, what
like,
the
I mean, I
fuck? You
get-
can't even like fucking put like just get a person like someone say.
Right.
I will say too though.
Maybe it's
'cause-
because of confidentiality. Like,
Yeah,
you don't want to have a
true.
picture of you just like fucking,
Yeah, fucking
dying
dying
of
and
COVID.
shit.
Yeah.
I will say when I went to the actual hospital, I remember a while back, like back when those like the first round of Corona, there wasn't anybody in those fucking pop up COVID fucking treatment centers,
No.
bro. There wasn't anybody in any of them, bro. Like, and I went to like the one like in like right in North Sac and shit too. So it's like if you were really hit, like you already know the poor area would be fucking hit like that.
There was
And-
multiple times I went to go visit people in the hospital for other reasons, and you can walk past up towards the ER, you know, or through like the building, and you see the big huge COVID setup, and there's not one fucking person over
No.
there.
That was the whole thing. Like, they built, especially in New York, they built all of this setup, outdoor, hospitals, and they had the ships and everything, yet they still put all the retirement or people back in the retirement homes. Shit's wild. But yeah, it's like, oh, the hospital beds are all full. Where they like to say this all the time, where it's like the hospital beds, they're almost full. It's like, yeah, they're almost always full all the time because it's a hospital and they run it like a fucking hotel. Where it's like if you're running the shit, you better be at full capacity or else you're just losing money. So it's just kind of what the fuck it is. But it looks like they're being filled with mannequins, dude. They're just getting some like leftover shit from Macy's and just being like, oh, it is too full. You must get out. You are unvaccinated.
Well, they got
They
got the stinky cheese variant over there too, you know. So they're
Sounds
probably
kinda
trying.
good.
I know, on some crackers, bro. But yeah, I don't know. They got that new stinky cheese variant, but probably ain't nobody actually died from it yet, you know. So, or actually, they said what, like one person maybe.
Come on, man, it's France. They probably got the stinky D's too.
Woo!
true.
And stinky V's and stinky B holes. Anyways,
Yep.
let's keep it. Let's keep it rolling. Woo! Oh yeah, and then our golden girl from last week. Still wouldn't bang her, but especially now that she was partying with the drags and she got the Rona. Rona, come back. What'd you say, Christian? What'd you say about?
I said I would. Still.
And that's good for you.
Even with the COVID.
Nice for you to admit.
Even with the COVID.
Hey, nice for you to admit you'd fuck a communist. That's fine. I wouldn't. I'm an American, so that's fine.
Just
He would
fuck
just
the
want-
Marxism right out of him.
Yeah, I was just.
Yeah.
Like, how's this for some distribution of wealth? All right, so what happened?
So,
Tell us the story.
AOC is tested positive for COVID-19. Was this from The Cut?
The
Cuck. I don't even know.
Thecuck.com. Jack
So-
Murphy's website.
The announcement comes after a Florida vacation she took with her. Wow, copy editor, dude. Like, the announcement comes after a Florida vacation she took with her boyfriend.
Woo!
Where both were pictured hanging out maskless outside. Which
Which, for the record, abides by the CDC safety guidelines.
Yep, thanks. Conservatives claiming she came to Florida to take advantage of the fact that it has no statewide mask mandate were incensed to hear she was partying maskless at a, again, outdoors drag bar. Oh, again, outdoors. Oh, well, that makes it fine then. You should wear your mask even outdoors, AOC. I thought you knew this. And considering she was hanging out at a drag bar, she's lucky that that's all she got was Corona. I mean, it's, it's great.
So
It's
what you're saying
it's
is
clap season over there. That's what I'm saying.
it's fuck season over
Yeah,
there. I'm
yeah.
trying to get out there ASAP, bro. I'm trying to. They won't let my ass on a plane for unrelated reasons, but
Just gonna
Yeah.
go start grabbing bitches by their means of reproduction, seizing them by their means of reproduction. If Trump was a commie.
if Trump was a commie.
No, I saw the Babylon Bee post where it was like AOC gets COVID just because COVID wants to like be inside of her, or didn't say it like that exactly, but they said it in a more wholesome way. But because COVID just wants to date her, that's the excuse.
Right.
So Washington, D.C. was experiencing an unprecedented jump in cases, with some representatives, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, still refusing to get vaccinated or wear masks on the House floor base. Congress has re-implemented measures it put in place at the height of the pandemic, like limiting the number of votes taken on the floor to help curb the spread. And Ocasio-Cortez is expected to follow quarantine protocols until she's cleared to return in person. So very clear that, given the option to not wear a mask, that's the thing. All the people that are really hardcore about the mask stuff and the vaccine stuff, if they go to a place where you're not required to have a mask, they're not going to wear the mask. It's like, what's the matter? You could have worn the mask anyways. You know how important it is, right?
Well, my thing is that they keep on being like, oh, well, it was outside, so it's fine. It's like, no, your argument this whole time has been that it's large crowds. Like,
Right.
that has very much so been, like, the fucking argument as to why not to have anything. Why do you think there's not big concerts? Because it's, there's tons of outside concerts you could do.
Right.
They said no because they said it's about the large crowds.
Right.
Never mind the fact that during the height of when the pandemic first came out, thousands and thousands of people were flooding into the fucking streets protesting, but because it was for because it was fucking Democrats or allegedly Democrats that didn't fucking do anything to add to the spread because it was outside and mostly everybody's wearing masks. But it's
Right.
like, well, if mostly everybody wears masks,
right.
why can't we just have normal fucking concerts if mostly everybody wears masks? And that's what I'm saying. It's like you go to these places, it's because it's busting. You have
Right.
shit.
Why
You
is she
can go
going
to a
to- right.
club. You can go have a fucking party with a bunch of drags and get fucked up on the beach. And you just can't do that in the other places.
So you might ask, why was she even in Florida in the first place? But apparently she was supposed to go and like protest it was some union thing going on somewhere in Miami. And she promised to come out there, went there, partied with a bunch of drag queens, and then dipped. Like, she did not actually go.
She didn't go to the thing?
She didn't go to the thing. I think that's what the whole so I think some of her actual fans are kind of mad at her because she was like, yeah, I'll come support at this protest.
She's
And
like,
then
yeah,
I just wanna-"
I'll go pretend to be a commie. Sorry, got drunk.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll come by next time.
Had a wham bam.
I think we got another photo from this
Oh yeah, let's see.
incident as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it was
look
a
at that.
large crowd full of large.
Look at that is a vacation dress if I've ever seen
Yeah.
one, bro. Look at that.
Right. She was definitely stoked to go to Florida, which is like, wouldn't that be nice? So, wouldn't we all just love to go to Florida on a little vacay to make it, to get away from our own hellscape cities, that we pretend to like, and we say, yeah, this is what's best for New York. And meanwhile, they're like, I need to get the fuck out of New York and go hang out in Florida, which I talk shit on constantly and like say DeSantis is killing people. It's like, okay.
And she had the nerve to like still, I mean, like she's obviously, we talked about this already. This is a part 2 to last week. But she has the nerve to still like try to be starting like shit with like DeSantis and shit. And like, it's like, why? You're the one fucking doing the thing you said you didn't want to be doing or you don't want anybody to be doing.
Right. And it's like, so did she go back? She's like, well, I didn't get anyone else sick because as soon as I found out I had COVID, I went back on my private jet. Probably, I'm just making that up, but there's a good chance. There's a good chance. I don't know. Does she have a private jet? Is she on that level?
Probably.
She's on that level.
I mean, she's one of the most fucking industrious politicians. All her money isn't through actually like crowdfunding people in her district. It's from like just throughout the country, hella random people just donating and shit, and hella people like buying T-shirts. And remember, she fucking got caught like jammed up recently because she was selling her T-shirts for like $35 each, and they were like made in China and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
she's a brilliant capitalist.
Oh yeah, she's great.
I can't wait to watch her Among Us channel again.
Oh,
Is that real?
Dude,
yeah. She was playing Among Us with people. She was like, come play with me.
She has like a Twitch.
It's like, who's the lying, sneaky, disgusting fucking betrayer among us, huh? Who is it? It's not me.
Right. Yeah, that was like a while ago that she's playing Among Us. I think it was like the beginning of COVID, right when like Among Us was a big deal.
Yep. Anyway, she's dumb. I said it last time. I'll say it again.
It's big,
big news, big
whoop,
win.
big whoop.
Let's keep it. Oh yeah,
word.
this is
great.
this is the kind of shit I love. This is the impact in the household.
He got the results. Your brother got the results.
He has it, doesn't he?
He hasn't. He tested positive for coronavirus. Not that I'm surprised, because with those symptoms.
At least we're over here, though.
Yeah, we're over here, but you know who's going to get it. Your father's going to get it, and your father's girlfriend's going to get it. Now, you know what? When your father gets it, he fucking deserves all the pain and suffering that he gets from it. I don't wish him death, but his girlfriend, she should get fucking pain, suffering, and then die. Bitch that she is. No, it's not very nice, but it's spoken from the heart. Get the phone away from me.
Heart. It's from the heart, dude.
I was going to text him to see if he's okay.
Get rid of that phone.
So savage, bro.
Dude, the bitch that she is.
Oh my god, bro.
She seems Colombian.
Get paid, suffering, and then fucking die.
She sounds like very like New Jersey Italian.
I know,
to
it
me.
sounds Italian. That's what it seems
Yeah.
like to me. But I could see like Colombian or something like that. Oh man, that's fucking
That's funny.
hilarious.
So,
Reminds me a lot of a particular friend's mom.
Oh yeah.
I won't say who.
I don't think I know you.
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar.
It's just some people that we knew back in the day. I don't know if you ever met her, but
I'm not sure.
it's like
but yeah, no.
the tone is exactly the same.
No, I feel it, bro. I get the vibe. But yeah, what else? Let's see. What's the next one here?
That's crazy. But you know
Yeah.
that the fact that like that's how fucking bitter and like crazy people are getting, where they're just like wishing death upon people when they get COVID. I'm like, damn, like I don't wish death, or I hope AOC recovers from that very serious Omicron variant that she got, which she'll probably be fine because she's young and healthy, and because she's triple vaccinated. You know what's crazy? I know I know so many people who are vaccinated right now that have COVID. It's kind of funny. But
it's a little silly.
yeah, it's just funny when like young healthy people are like, they're like, well, I got triple vaccinated and then I got COVID, and then it's like, but the only reason I'm alive right now or not in a hospital on a ventilator is because I had the vaccine. It's like, how do you know that? Like, what about all the other 20 somethings or 30 somethings that are
To be
completely
honest,
fine?
the only reason you can realize that you have COVID and you are that sick is because you got that vaccine, because you don't have any natural immunity.
Like either way, you
Yeah,
shouldn't be getting sick if you got the vaccine. Like you shouldn't be getting sick. Period. That's
Right,
the
but
fucking
they're just
appeal of the
testing
vaccine.
right.
That's
They're
the
testing
appeal of the
positive.
vaccine. Yeah, I mean, well, there's people that are getting sick too. I mean, but that's the whole thing. People are like, wait, it's not. I'm not supposed to be getting sick at all though, because that's how they've been telling you it.
And they keep saying breakthrough case, like every time, like AOC gets COVID and breakthrough case. It's like, it's not breakthrough. It's just a leaky ass vaccine. And that's just what the fuck it is at this point.
Yeah.
Let's roll the next
Yeah.
one.
Let's see here. Enough of this.
Oh, dude,
Roll
this
of
one's
shit.
great.
All
Good
right,
old
so I'm at
Canada.
the store trying to shop right now. No pictures in the store, please.
Oh, it's not a picture, it's a video.
Sir, you would not keep your mask up. Now it is up for the video.
No,
only.
here.
Please leave the store.
I was trying to smell these candles here, to shop at Dollarama here, as I pull my mask down to smell.
Your mask up!
And now I have another guy yelling at me over here to put my mask up. Unbelievable, man. I will literally never come back here again. You guys are outrageous, man. I've never had such a terrible experience in my life. Here, let me just show this gentleman's face for the camera here.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
Oh my god, dude, just a clown on that guy.
Why are you attacking me too?
I didn't even notice that part the first time I watched.
Yeah, that's really aggressive, man. Jesus. That's so insane.
Respect to that woman that just said that.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
watch,
wanna
watch.
make sure that everybody sees how aggressive you guys are being here.
Please leave the store.
Okay.
There's no need to talk to people like
It's
that.
really rude.
There's no need to bring that mask down.
I literally was trying to smell a
Sir,
candle.
you were
and
acting
your
to him,
staff,
and then you were abusive to me.
Your
That's it.
staff
You
started
are being
shouting at
abusive,
me.
actually, and so is your staff
Literally.
screaming at him.
We need to leave.
He's got a mask on. What's
He
it?
was not keeping it on.
I was
That's
trying
the
to
problem.
smell a candle.
The mask stays on at all times.
How do I
100%.
smell a candle?
You have to just do the
Well,
best you can.
you should probably take the candles out of the store then.
Whoa.
What the
Tendency
fuck?
with
Whoa.
candles is to smell
Ooh,
them.
that's fun.
Oh yeah. I can hear
Oh,
the
that's the video.
Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think
shout out-
we made it far enough.
Shout out to that lady though for actually like.
Yeah,
stepping
actually
up.
saying something and shit,
Based.
bro. Like it's you know it's rough because like I'm not this doesn't need to happen. Like the fucking whole mask shit,
It's
like because
ridiculous.
shit like this happens. Like, but I will say that it's like, you know, I do work at a place that makes people wear masks, and I have to be a mask cop, unfortunately. And man, like to me, there are people that come in that are just particularly antagonistic about it.
Yeah.
And it's like you know very well that you're gonna have to fucking cooperate when you come in here, and if you want to come in here, you have to cooperate. But this is absurd. You know what I mean? This is
No, it's
absurd. Like this is very
ridiculous.
clearly
Like,
absurd
he's
because
wearing
like,
a mask.
Like my thing is, it's like the way I'm about it is I'm all like, I don't want to do this either. But this is what we gotta do. This is what my boss is saying I gotta do. So please just make life easy for me, for you. Help me,
Yeah.
help you, help me.
Well, it's
You
probably
know?
because the manager of that store is probably divorced, cuck, miserable, low status individual, low value male.
Sounds like he needs to join the liminal order,
And he
brother.
needs to join the liminal order, and he needs to pay $99 a month to learn how to let other people fuck his wife.
directly to me to let me fuck his wife. That'll show you a thing or
Oh,
two.
you probably don't wanna
about
fuck his
masks.
wife.
I'll
his
do it
his
anyways
partner.
to help teach him a lesson about life and about a pecking order.
Cover man.
It goes Americans, Canadians, and then everybody else is in the middle here.
That's
so
the liminal order.
the liminal order.
Canadians are at the very bottom.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Honestly.
Yep.
I feel bad, dude.
Bunch of
It's
dirty.
kind of
It's a
insane.
dirty cut country.
What the fuck happened to Canada, man? Because like, I don't know. On one hand, like Canadians historically are pretty badass. Cause it's like, bro, that's just a bunch of frontiersmen that all just like went out into the fucking snow and are like, I think we can manage here, like in this fucking brutal wasteland. And then fucking, but then I think some of them wasn't like originally Toronto. I think was York or what? Or wait, is it Toronto or one of these like Canadian cities was like basically where all of the like the loyalists to the British crown went like during the revolution. Like that's why they like split off from the colonies.
Right.
Like so they were actually for the crown in the first place. So maybe there's something to that in their just kind of deep in their historical, you know, in their subconscious is some sort of monarchical, you know, tendencies towards power. But I think it's really just people who just want just a little bit of power to push other people around and be annoying.
I don't know. I definitely think that. I don't know. It really is weird because like Canada for a long time used to be kind of hailed as like, oh yeah, Canada's chill. Like they got some cool things going on up there. I know everybody sucks their dick about like, oh, healthcare, whatever. But I know their healthcare system actually is pretty fucked. Even though like it's, you know, very kind of romanticized by
Definitely
us.
a lot of Canadians who come to America for health stuff, which is
They like
we don't
honestly
want
they
that
do
for the
become. Yeah.
it's like they got good healthcare, but not in a timely fashion, from what I've heard.
Yeah, no,
So-
you're on like a list for fucking days and shit, and like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you're
I don't
covered,
know.
but there's a
It's-
wait
It's just surprising how many of these like, I don't know why like fucking like virus like being like afraid of a virus is like a left wing thing. I don't get it because it's like if you're left wing, weren't you about like liberty and about like individual like no I'm just saying like I mean like I don't know.
Not
Anyway,
not in the last century or so, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see what else is next here. That shit was retarded.
All right, so I'm at the store trying to shop.
Just likes to restart it
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. So speaking of
wings,
acolytes
of wings,
and
speaking of wings, we're gonna do a Taco Bell mukbang video soon of the Taco Bell wings tomorrow for reviews. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. We'll see if we can.
We're filming this on Monday, so
Monday
we'll
news.
We'll see what happens with the Taco Bell situation.
Oh, so this is a real Jerry. Jerry, what do you mean the Proud Boys reposted our clip?
They reposted it. So
Yikes.
you guys might remember we posted a the Fauci clip about Fauci like
His
performing oral sex and never having sex with his wife because it's disgusting. So that one got about 400 something views on YouTube. It did okay on Instagram. Nothing too crazy out of the usual. But then we sent the video to a friend of ours who then reposted it to Telegram. And then Bobby, what happened from there?
And the rest is history. Old great Reset Times on Telegram picked it up. They posted it. That got here. Let me go to the next one actually.
Oh yeah, this
is the first one. I should have put this first. This is the original post. Got 14.9 thousand views. You can see that in the bottom right corner.
Which is like on that's like 100 times more views than we've ever gotten on anything on this channel.
Our best YouTube video just hit 400 views. So
yeah, that was the Jack Murphy. If you're watching this in the future, this at the time, we're not millionaires yet. Like we will be in the future, obviously. But yeah, our biggest video right now is the Jack Murphy video, which has like a little bit over 400 views. Thank you guys for all the support, by the way, on that one, for looking into our deep dive on Jack Murphy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
not including the shorts though. Like we can't monetize.
Oh, the short.
Those.
Actually, no, that's
the shorts
true.
are doing well.
The short, the Matrix short we put on YouTube the other day, and it got over like 1,000 plays already. So shout out to everybody for watching that. It's a lot easier to watch a 30-second squid suck video than a 30-minute
Jack
big
suck
cuck video. Right?
But yeah, after the Reset Times, the Great Reset Times picked it up.
I'm not familiar with them. Are you?
No, I mean. Pretty much everybody
based,
knows about the Great Reset.
Yeah.
I think at this point they're just like an outlet, like a conspiracy theory oriented outlet. Yeah. So
that's kind of what Telegram seems to be. But that's
it's a lot of right wingers.
Yeah,
and,
a lot of people that get kicked off of Twitter.
Oh my God, we were looking at the Telegram earlier. It was a little bit
it's a little much.
Very old school internet vibes for fucking sure, bro. I was just like, yeesh.
But yeah, so
what the fuck was going on with like there was like those audio messages of them like talking to each other and shit. There was hella weird shit on there.
After I discovered that the Proud Boys had reposted us, I went onto their Telegram and went into their inner circle chat. Ooh. They called it Billy's Potato Farm. Ooh, not a joke.
Were you allowed to say that on the internet?
What?
Yeah, it's a public channel.
Okay.
Totally. But yeah, so apparently they found it through the Great Reset Times, reposted it, got another 8.6 thousand views. So
wild.
We got like almost 25,000 views on Telegram without realizing it for like a month.
So yeah, we're officially alt-right adjacent now, unfortunately.
When you search
I don't know if this is
on
the
Google, Proud Boys comes up.
ZUDECAST Telegram.
Yeah, it's like the first thing that comes up. It's hilarious.
Oh man.
I don't know if that's exactly the audience that we want to be cultivating, but you know what? We'll support it as long as you support our war against the furries. Then we'll be okay.
That's really what we said, bro. Unfortunately,
it's like if furries are like Germany, then we're like the United States, and then
they're
the
like
Proud Boys
Russia.
are like Russia, and then we have to team up with them
against the furries.
Against the furries,
the Zuds against the furry. The Zood furry war is not going to be a joke here. I'm looking right at you. Yes, yeah, you in the behind the screen. Okay, don't get offended.
Reminder
get
to zoom
cringe. You're gonna go on Twitter right now. Furry, pack up your fucking suit and get out before we make you.
Damn.
Wow, did we just revoke the Zood card for an entire demographic? Just
I'm kidding.
The Z card.
Come on. By the way,
sideways
if you
end
think
card.
Oh my God.
All you got to do is rotate it 90 degrees.
By the way,
Yep.
I'm gonna get canceled because they're gonna find what was the episode HP Minecraft where I was a dog, bro, where I was in the dog suit, and they're gonna be like, he claims to hate furries, but what is this?
Damn. So yeah, this is the most viral thing we've ever done.
Most viral things ZUDECAST has ever done. I've had a couple more viral things happen to me that weren't so fun, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vegas, baby. Vegas. All right, what we got next? What? Oh yeah. All right. So we're all right. So moving to another alt-right conspiracy theorist, Tim Poole got freaking almost got raided. No, swatted. There is a difference.
Yeah.
He got swatted on J6 for hosting. We don't know why actually.
That's what everybody's trying to figure out.
Everybody's trying to figure out why.
What's the reason for this? I mean, you guys, chances are, if you're watching this, you already know about what's going on with Tim Poole. It's a big fucking story,
Which, by the way, he is not a alt-right conspiracy theorist.
Right.
I think he's a pretty decent journalist. He's a notorious fence sitter, actually.
Yeah.
But I actually appreciate that because it leaves you. He doesn't really try to fucking push you one way or the other necessarily. He gets a little annoying at times, but he's the classic. So shouts out Tim Poole. Definitely didn't deserve to get swatted midstream because somebody called the cops saying that someone stabbed someone or someone had a gun and shot someone.
So what the cops said is that they got a call that there was there was a guy who shot two people or like shot his wife or like shot two people and then was like threatening to kill himself. So the cops came by and then since Tim Poole, I mean, you guys know, he has like the big, the castle. It's like huge,
it's more like a complex than
a huge
like a
house. It's a complex. It's a big old mansion. Like, one day we'd like to have a Zood mansion like that. Which is crazy because they don't really have like real security. They have just employees working for them. So the cops came up to the door. And, they're like trying to figure, they're like, what the hell's going on? And they're like, we need to search this. And they're like, no, come back with a warrant. And then but then like two cops just come in anyways, because so apparently it's, when there's a report like that, there can be exigent circumstances, meaning that like, someone's life is immediately at risk. They have to like do a sweep through the house. So about 50 minutes into the podcast, which is weird because it was featuring Brandon Tatum, who's a former police officer, and you seem to know what was happening immediately. But around 50 minutes in, you can see just like on the camera, a cop just like walks by real quick across the camera. And it's like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Like, we're being raided right now. Everybody kept very calm and very cool. I was surprised. I'm glad it didn't turn into a guns blazing type of situation, but it very well could have. And that is kind of the point of why swatters do that, because they're hoping that it will turn into a guns blazing situation, or at the very least be a embarrassing moment for a streamer, because there have been several streamers who have died because of this.
Yeah, swatting is not a fucking joke, dude. That shit. I just watched a video recently too about these fucking fools were fighting with each other over fucking like fucking some server or something, and he's like, swat me, bitch, you won't swat me, and he gave him like his old address, and the dad of the family that lived there got fucking shot and killed by the cops because they're crazy. Like So the question comes into like why. A lot of people are trying to figure out why, which by the way, this is the video of their security cam footage of the SWAT team pulling up. So it's kind of hard to see. Maybe right here on the screen you're watching, you can see better. But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, easily 6 fucking cars out there.
Yeah, like 8
right
cop cars
there.
in the
There's
whole
like
driveway.
2 there. These are all people up front here with flashlights. Yeah, it's not a good situation. Somebody could have very easily gotten hurt, especially if they like no one answered the door. They would have just kicked in the door, and came in anyways, and then they would have fucking really disrupted the broadcast, and I think that's what somebody wanted, was for it to be like a whole thing, disrupt the broadcast, have everybody come out in handcuffs and shit, and get that kind of vibe going, or have them be hurt, have them get fucking shot or something.
Because they're packing out there. Luke's freaking got the piece on him.
Well, yeah, if absolutely anything happened, that like the media would run away with it for months and months.
Yeah, dude, it'd be like police standoff with right-wing conspiracy nut.
Right.
It'd be shit like that.
It's like a Waco moment.
Yeah, no, and it's totally not. It's unnecessary, and a lot of people think that some people are saying like, oh, is it related to Jack Murphy?
Right, which I
Did
find
Jack get him
hilarious.
swatted? And I'm all like, that doesn't. Oh my god! One of the comments was like, nice story. Now address Jack Murphy, and it's
Yeah.
all like, how is this less important than Jack Murphy being a cuck? How is this less important?
Right.
Like
'Cause
this
it's like,
is
yeah.
very serious. He had a fucking
Someone has to know his address.
well, cause someone knows his address, which I don't.
Apparently, you can find.
don't-
I mean, it's
probably-
sort of public information. Like,
I have no doubt that somebody smart could probably find it. Not
Yeah.
that hard, but what I was gonna say is that I really think personally it's because they had Marjorie Taylor Greene on recently.
yeah, the
And,
day before.
the day before, literally
On
the
January
day before, on
5th.
January 5th, which you already know someone's probably fucking reeing in their pants over that.
Right.
But
Did you guys watch any of that?
I didn't watch it, unfortunately. I did get the gist of what I heard, like basically the gist. Other people
Yeah.
talk about what they were talking about and how they're saying
yeah.
that there's the whole insurrection thing, and they're gonna try to use the insurrection as the means to get people disqualified. And
There's that, yeah.
yeah, and that's a whole fucking thing too. And I think that, I mean, the fact that these guys gave her a platform literally immediately after she fucking was banned, and then these guys immediately get swatted right after hosting her.
Mhm.
I think that's
Right.
even if it's not a direct conspiracy, that's a fucking correlation in a ton of ways.
Right. Some people are saying that it could be Jack Murphy because he's like pissed about something, or it could be someone either who's like a huge Jack Murphy stan that's mad. They're like, why isn't Tim defending Jack Murphy? Or it could be a Jack Murphy hater. It's like, why hasn't Tim addressed Jack Murphy and his cuckery? Why is he letting Jack Murphy be on his show?
I think people are more
And I'm like,
likely
don't
to. I think
so.
people are more likely to fucking swat someone over like the insurrection narrative and that kind of shit than over Jack Murphy,
Right.
bro. People that don't like Jack Murphy are just like,
But also-
but
lots of people have been swatted over basically nothing though. That are literally just playing Counter-Strike. And
well,
like,
you
don't
know
even
how
talk about
you know
politics.
How, you know
though.
how ugly that shit gets,
Yeah.
though. That shit gets very personal, very fast. I don't know.
But
It's
some
fucking
people-
ugly though. It's glad no one got hurt because that would have
Yeah.
been sad and that would have been rough and
Yeah,
that would have
that'd've
been an
been fucked
L
up.
for sure.
Just a quick thing to say: furries don't swat us.
Oh fuck!
Come at
Look,
us, bro.
furries. This is my third message to you today. I don't negotiate with terrorists, Ethan. Don't show weakness again, or you're fired.
Yeah, bro. First of all, yeah, we're never gonna give in to
Don't
these
ever
fucking
humiliate
furries.
me like that again on air. Stop laughing, everyone. What are you all giggling for, huh?
Sorry, furries are not a joke.
Being a furry is a crime and it's a felony.
Yeah,
It's a
should be punishable by death.
It's a
Yeah.
felony.
Mm.
Felony.
Nothing but the dog in me.
Nothing but the dog in me.
Chase the cat.
I think I was a dog
about
in
the
a past
dog.
life, though. I will say that.
Isn't that a bestiality reference?
What?
Nothing but the dog in me.
I think the dog in him is his libido.
Dog
That's the
inside him.
it's his spirit animal.
And why must I chase the cat is metaphorical
Right.
for why do I have to fuck every bitch at every concert?
I
so
just
true.
kind of figured that the dog wanted to fuck the dude and the cat at the same time. So he
I
kind of
think
just
I think it's talking
hooked
about
him.
how
I think we might have a furry amongst us, dude. Listen to this guy right here, Bobby.
I know
mean,
he knows,
you
bro.
sound kind of sussy right now, dude.
He's got
that's
like
where
a-
your mind's going right now.
He's
You
got
just
like a snow
think
wolf thing going on. He's like a white leopard, bro.
you think about a dog in you, bro. I mean, that's just taking it the wrong way.
What the dog
completely.
doing?
What the dog doing? Tell us, Bobby. What is the dog doing?
No.
Wow, fucking dude, these fucking sunglasses. I think Bobby's a fed dude. He's been awful quiet this episode. I think he might be a fed, bro. I
It's
think he
very
might be like Ray
taxing
Epps.
switching the slideshow.
All right.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it?
All right, let's take a look here, though. So Tim Poole got swallowed. Jack Murphy, I'm looking right at you, bro. Put your dick down. Get it out of your hand. Okay, because dudes are coming for you next, bro. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put Jack Murphy in a furry costume.
He'd probably be all right with that. That's nothing outside of his wheelhouse, anyway.
Hey.
But so there is
see what else,
some, but there was something about Jack Murphy potentially being a fed, though, because
What does that have to do? What's up with that?
So
well, as we already discussed earlier, he likes being a cuck and getting pegged, and I think that is a qualifier enough.
he was doing it all as an act, he's on the inside, like he's like investigating the chatterbait community.
You ever hear the story about how
He's
Sasha?
deep undercover.
You ever hear the story about
Deep.
how Sasha Grey said that she was a fed, bro? She's like, my whole career I've been working as a fed, bro. Yeah.
What?
And she said that in her interview. I don't know if she was real or
If
not.
she's talking about being fed a lot of dick, then yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
All I gotta say on this is, if it was a Jack Murphy fan, he would have just gone and shot it up himself.
Probably,
Yeah.
bro. The
Yeah.
liminal
But no,
order,
that's
bro.
what they're saying. It's like
tapped
not-
into the incel community, bro. He's got the incel army. Incels, I will not say anything bad about you because we all know y'all are part of your. Never mind.
Oh, really? So you're gonna be afraid of the incels now?
It's another
So you
breed,
can't be
dog.
afraid-
It's another
yeah.
breed.
Well, I think the furry incel Venn diagram has a,
It's almost
pretty
just
There's a
big
small
crossover.
overlap though, because y'all know furries be fucking each other.
That's true. At least they have. Yeah. At least they have each other.
They have each other.
God, man, maybe
That's
I should become a furry.
Friendship is magic. Friendship is magic. All right, let's keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
We have a traitor among us.
No. Yeah, one of us is a secret imposter. One of us is a fed. One of us is a furry. Find out who next week on ZUDECAST. Ooh.
All right.
Full
Let's see
cannon.
here. Let's see what our smoking hot vice president has to say, though.
Oh yeah.
Now, Kamala Harris. That's a different story than AOC, personally.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking
Yeah.
good
You're gonna say that.
I don't
What
know,
are you saying? What are you saying, Eli?
I'm saying, I don't want to say that about our vice president, but yeah.
You're saying that Willie Brown.
I'd
was
say
right
all
for
I'm
doing what he
saying.
did?
All I'm saying is I think that she would be a great person to accompany on my next trip to Vegas.
I mean, she was pimped out for a while though. So
Let's watch what she has to
She
say
knows what
about
she's doing.
an American nightmare.
So yeah, the anniversary
J6.
of
Fellow
J6.
Americans, good morning.
Hi.
Certain dates echo throughout history, including dates that instantly remind all who have lived through them where they were and what they were doing when our democracy came under assault.
She sounds stuffed up.
Dates that occupy
It's true.
not only a place on our calendar,
She looks a little stuffed up too.
Where's her
but a
mask?
place in our collective memory. December
It's
7th,
invisible, you can't see it.
1941.
You got some
Wait.
heavies.
September 11th, 2001, and January 6th, 2021. On that day,
Really putting
I
them
was
all
not
together.
only vice president-elect, I was also a United States senator.
Fake vice president elect.
And I was here at the Capitol that morning at a classified hearing with fellow members of the Senate Intelligence Committee.
She sounds like she's about to cry all the time.
Hours later, the gates of the Capitol were breached. I had left,
God damn it.
but my thoughts immediately turned not only to my colleagues, but to my staff, who had been forced to seek refuge in our office, converting filing cabinets
Forced to seek
into
refuge.
barricades.
All the people that send your kids
What
off
the
to war
extremists who roamed
huddling
these
under
halls
desks.
targeted was not only the lives of elected leaders. What they sought to degrade and destroy was not only a building, hallowed as it is. What they were assaulting were the institutions, the values,
This is so
the
rough.
ideals
Oh
that
my God.
generations of Americans have marched
Really laying it
picketed,
on thick.
and shed blood to establish and defend.
She keeps on reminding me of someone I've seen on Pornhub.
On January 6th, we all saw
She do got that facial structure
what our nation would look
and
like
some heavies.
I think it's the eyeshadow,
if
to
the
be honest.
forces who seek to dismantle our democracy,
She got the
are
anal beads
successful.
on her necklace, bro.
the lawlessness, the violence, the chaos,
I would have been more
What is
interested
at
if this
stake
was Obama
then?
saying it.
and now is
This
the
is
right to have our future decided the way the Constitution prescribes it. By we.
Oh my
people.
God. Imagine Kamala
All.
getting a constitution.
You see how
lecture.
giddy
Wait,
she got to just
Yeah.
say
No,
that
yeah.
in
Cannot
general?
let our
Mhm.
future be decided
Duper's delight.
by those bent on silencing our voices,
She can like barely hold back the
overturning
laughter.
our votes, and peddling lies and misinformation by some radical faction that may be newly resurgent,
Why are there still kids in
but
cages?
whose roots run old and deep.
Yo roots run
When
old
I
and
meet
deep.
with young people, they often ask,
Your roots need to be
about the
re-dyed.
state of our democracy, about January 6th. And what I tell them is January 6th reflects the dual nature of democracy.
She's like still smiling.
She said it
about
wrong.
Fragility
Reflects.
and its strength.
I know. She can't even like take it
You see,
seriously.
the
She knows it's
strength
bullshit.
of democracy is the rule of law. The strength of democracy is the principle
The rule of
that
law, like when people
everyone
were
should be
riding through
treated
the streets for
equally.
months on end in 2020, and you
That
let people out of
elections
jail.
should
I
be
know.
free
She
and
actively
fair,
funded people to get out of jail
that
in the middle of the
corruption
towns.
should be given no quarter.
Chaz and
All right,
Shop,
fuck.
bro.
All right.
Yeah, that's
pause
enough.
this.
Yeah, it's
Giving
not
her
as
too
hard
much
as
time
possible to
begin with.
fucking get to.
That could put
I
me to
hate
sleep.
like the. I know for real. It's just like the fucking timbre in her voice is so bad. Like it's so
Yeah.
slow.
Terrible speech.
It's like
giver.
you're fucking just like saying each sentence like one at a time and shit. Like what the fuck? Like there's no cohesive flow.
Is there another way to do it?
Like no, I mean if you say like a statement as
of
a phrase, like she's saying like each thing like it's independent of
Oh,
the next
yeah,
thing
yeah.
she's saying. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that, like the way she's saying like this is like the end of the idea, but this speech is clearly written to be like one go. You know, you're supposed to deliver it with like you
Right.
know like some kind of like tie it all together real quick. But man, that was rough.
You
Bro.
know they're not serious about it because they didn't put like a signer right next to her.
Oh, no, they did on the on TV. On
Oh,
TV,
yeah,
on
yeah,
TV.
yeah.
On TV, they had the sign language.
There was the
person,
sign
yeah,
language.
Yeah,
That shit's too distracting for me. I can't like stop looking at it, so I had to put the video without the
Yeah,
sign
so
language person.
would you guys say that J6 was as bad as 9/11 or Pearl Harbor?
I'd say it was worse, bro.
I would
Okay.
say that man, not enough people got offed.
How was it? All right, how was it? How was
yeah.
it worse, Bobby? Lay it on us. Fucking bitch.
No,
look,
it's
look,
not
man.
even worse, dude.
Look.
It's so absurd that they're even trying to compare these three things.
It's actually deeply offensive.
It's
quite
deeply
offensive.
offensive, bro. It's
And
really
as some-
bad.
As that's us saying it on this podcast. Like if
'Cause
we're
it's-
calling something
Yeah.
offensive, like that's pretty bad.
It's
like
disrespect.
Who remembers what they were doing on the day of fucking J6? I was like, I think we were just like at the studio, just like being like, whoa, what's going on with this? Whoa, dude, look at this guy in the buffalo suit with the Viking helmet.
I was at work.
Dude, and it's like a lot of these people are facing like life in prison right now, and they've been in solitary.
I'm sorry, bro. I just want to say, if this was a real insurrection, bro, there would be so many more people dead, dude.
Right.
There'd be so many more. Like, the violence, if this was an actual, like, they were actually trying to overthrow the government and, like, kill these elected officials, they would have gotten at least one. Like, if
Right.
it was actually organized and it was actually, like, not just a bunch of people being stupid, but if it was actually like, oh, this is a government takeover.
Right.
We are going to prevent this election. This will not happen. Like, if it was actually like that, you would have had at least one congressman fucking dead, and not just
Right.
dead, murdered. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
And like when you see insurrection or insurgency, that implies that it's like another state or another like foreign government. Like they're really comparing because it's like, obviously it was the Japanese that attacked on Pearl Harbor, and then it was
Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda, whatever, attacking on 9/11. It's like, so but what happened directly after both of those two things happened? We went to fucking war. So it's like, what are you saying? Like by comparing these things, it's like, so what,
That's
we're gonna
exactly
go
what
to war?
they're-
That's like,
that's exactly
like fighting
that's
domestic
exactly what
terrorism.
that's exactly what they're invoking right there.
They're turning and what's
they're
the
turning
ultimate
they're
fucking
turning
irony?
the party into the because it wasn't any one group. No one group was like, we're here and we're taking the Capitol. It was like just a bunch of fucking idiots being like,
Right.
some people were like, yeah, we're taking the Capitol, but other people were just like, what's going on in here? They're letting us in. Let's check it out. Like,
They're like,
is
they built a gallows, and it's like a miniature size. It's like 4
they
feet
did
tall.
the same thing to fucking in Kenosha. They had a gallows and they cut off a Trump mannequin's head.
Right. They do shit like that
like
all the
that's
time.
normal, bro.
Nobody
Like,
was armed, and then nobody was charged with terrorism. I'm not saying it was good, and mostly the reason that I'm saying it wasn't good is because this is now just used as ammo, like is just used as fodder for the Democrats. But it's what's really fucked up about it is a lot of the guys that were at the riot on January 6th that are so riled up about this shit. Guess what? Now you went and farted on Pelosi's desk. Now they're turning the fucking NSA, the deep state, all this shit. They're turning this shit. Oh, you thought they were just going to use it on get Al-Qaeda? Well, guess what? All that shit that you voted for back in 2000, you're like, we need the deep state. We need all to have this shit to get rid of Al-Qaeda, to get rid of terrorists. And it's like, guess what? Now they're turning it around on you because you farted on Pelosi's desk.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Can I just expect this to be a paid holiday next year?
J6.
Oh,
all right.
Hey, okay. Yeah,
Hey,
well, interesting. Maybe.
If it's a paid holiday, then
Let's
there
see. I
must
think we
have
got
been
some more
something
J.
good that happened on that.
We got
day.
some more J6 news too. Let's keep this. Let's see what's on the next slide here. I think we
Fellow
got.
Americans, good
No, I don't like it.
Yeah,
You're
it's
good, but
just the
Kamala
slideshows.
can
Yeah.
eat my booty.
I just had that.
I want to start by thanking the heroic service.
Oh yeah,
of the
this is
men
what
and women
Republicans
who
think
serve
about the
alongside you.
insurrection.
This is Ted Cruz things,
We
at
are
least.
approaching a solemn anniversary this week, and it is an anniversary of a violent terrorist attack on the Capitol.
Cringe.
Where we saw the men and women of law enforcement demonstrate incredible courage, incredible bravery.
Why does he look like
risk their
Wolverine, bro?
lives, to defend the men and women who serve in this Capitol.
He's
We are
fucking
grateful for
chunky
that
Wolverine.
courage. We appreciate the selfless sacrifice of the men and women who keep us safe.
With their dongs between
And
their
I will
legs.
say, my view is that anyone who commits an act of violence should be prosecuted. And
It was a
anyone
mostly
who assaults
it was a mostly
law
peaceful
enforcement
protest. What are you
Right,
talking
no,
about?
exactly.
Should go
But
to
there
jail
are
for
people
a
who are being
very
prosecuted
long
just for
time.
being there.
But just to call,
And I
right,
think
wait,
that's
pause
a
it for a second.
principle that is true.
The fact that they're calling it, that he's calling it an act of terrorism is just patently false as well, because it's like, even though you might think, even though I agree that anyone that actually did assault anyone or commit any violent acts should be charged for those acts, but it's like they weren't charged with terrorism or insurrection.
I could
Most
see
people were charged with trespassing or assault at the worst, and they're getting like fucking probably
And
in jail
destruction
for
of
life
property,
and destruction of property. But it's
like
like
a federal property too,
Right.
which is a felony.
I
so.
could see if someone flew a fucking plane into it, you know.
Right, but
Then that's fucking
right, you know
terrorism.
exactly. And it's like, this is how much of a non-insurrection it was. Is it lasted for like 2.5 hours?
That's what I'm
You know,
saying.
it literally
bro.
finished
Like, if
the
they
vote
were-
the same day.
If they were literally under siege, I swear to God, someone got their fucking head cut off. You feel me? Like if it was actually
Right.
like a really violent insurrection, and also too, like if you had like this much of an arm. First of all, no, your men and women of the police, they fucking directly weren't doing their fucking job. That's why it happened.
They
Someone
failed.
told they either didn't prepare for it, or someone told them not to do it.
Not to do it.
Not to do it, which I think is likely because we all saw what happened with Gavin Newsom when there was a fucking riot in Sacramento. That motherfucker called the dogs. There was the National Guard out like there was nothing. All the reserves were driving all out. We were trying to kick it at the studio. We're driving past the fucking army trucks, bro.
Yeah.
Like it you know, when they think there's an actual threat of shit hitting the fan,
Right.
that's when they do it. But then why didn't you think so with this? If it was such a big, dangerous MAGA crowd and there was potential
well,
for a rally,
literally-
why would you not do it? It's because you have Fed boys riling everybody up, talking shit, getting people to do stupid things,
Yeah.
and then you have no cops, and then the cops that are there just let everybody in, and one side, you know, to inflate it, because there were people climbing up and shit too, but on other parts of it, there were people just fucking walking right in.
Well, they're
to
kind of
different
waltzing
parts of it.
around, going through the velvet ropes, you know.
Taking pictures and shit.
Yeah.
fucking-
Yeah, so it's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah,
Let's
pretty
keep
much. Like Occupy Wall Street was worse than this.
Yeah.
I think it's on the same level, yeah. Because I actually saw Occupy Wall Street when I was a kid. Because we went down to the LA courthouses and I saw one of the protests and like you know, they were everywhere, bro. It was a fat protest. Like they were all posted up all over the fucking government building and shit.
Right.
Just kicking it and stuff, you know.
And it's just fucked up how it's like, okay, so if you're at all have any questions about the validity of the election, I'm not really going to say anything one way or the other on that. But it's like, if you are anywhere sympathetic with like the cause of any of these people, you're like, oh, you're a domestic terrorist. But it's like, okay, then it's like, then why does BLM, you know, people who affiliate with BLM not have to own up for, you know, the fact that
Antifa fucking
they're Antifa are all fucking
Antifa
a bunch of
is-
pedos,
they're
dude.
fucking bunch of pedos, and they're burning down fucking communities of color. They're actively fucking
Right.
destroying fucking small businesses owned by fucking, you know, Arab people and Hispanic people and you know, Asian people, but none of that fucking matters,
Right.
you know. But
And it's like literally these people work like, it's like little memas coming in with like little mini American flags being like, oh wow, well, like it looks like a fucking like a high school college prank gone horribly wrong, where it's just like they're like, whoa, we actually made it in, you know. And ironically, it's the fucking people's house or whatever, you know. So it's just funny where it's like just the complete double standard, right? Where it's like where it's like, well, you know, people should be able to, you know, legally migrate over the border, and that's fine because it's government property, so it belongs to all people of Earth, apparently. But then when it comes to, it's like, oh, so then should people just be able to walk inside the Capitol? You mean the people's house? Oh, no, absolutely not.
Well,
that's our holy, sacred land of fucking democracy.
And I was saying that straight up left wingers be like, oh, the working class needs to rise up and strike against the government. And then it's like, this shit happens. And it's like, not like that. That's bad. That's really bad. And it's all,
exactly.
This is more the working class than most of you motherfuckers. You're all fucking bougie, spoiled ass little bitches who are fucking raised on idyllic fucking shit rather than having to put up with any fucking bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have respected BLM more if they went more for I'm not saying this like how to like, but you know, if they went more for police precincts and city hall, I would have respected that more than just taking down car lots and like random people's businesses.
They were at first, and then the feds got involved and started just burning everything else.
Yeah,
because when it first popped off, it was the police precincts, and that's what made everybody to be like, "Oh shit, this shit's for real this time." You know, this is something's gonna give this time. Was when they burned down the precincts. Anyways, we got more shit on this, so let's keep the ball rolling here. We got, I think it's the fucking just the Tucker Carlson gets fucking So he's gonna fucking get confronted about this because it's not about calling it terrorism because no one's been charged with terrorism. They've all been charged with trespassing and assault.
You never use words carelessly, and yet you called this a terror attack when by no definition was it a terror attack. That's a lie. You told that lie on purpose, and I'm wondering why you did.
What I was referring to are the limited number of people who engaged in violent attacks against police officers. Now, I think you and I both agree that if you assault a police officer, you should go to jail.
Shifting the goalposts.
That thousands of peaceful protesters supporting Donald Trump are somehow terrorists. I wasn't saying the millions of patriots across the country supporting President Trump are terrorists.
What you just said doesn't make sense. So if somebody assaults a cop, he should be charged and go to jail. I couldn't agree more. We have said that for years. But that person's still not a terrorist.
Of course, it would be ridiculous for me to be saying that the people standing up and protesting to follow the law were somehow terrorists. I was talking about people who commit violence against cops, and you and I both agree.
But even
if
them,
you
it's
commit
not
violence against cops, you should go to jail. I have referred to people.
That's not even what they're arguing.
That's not what he's saying. Exactly.
I've done so over and over and over.
Oh wait,
again.
rewind that real quick. This shit pisses me off right here. This shit
commit violence against cops, you should go to jail.
Wait, no.
I have referred to people who violently assault police officers as terrorists. I've done so over and over and over again. If you look at all the assaults we've seen across the country, I've called that terrorism over and over again. That being said, Tucker, I agree with you. It was a mistake to say that yesterday, and the reason is what you just said.
It was a mistake for his career.
We've now had a year of Democrats in the media twisting
he's gonna
words
get shit on, bro.
and trying to say that all of us are terrorists, trying to say you're a terrorist, I'm a terrorist.
And you're agreeing with them, you fucking shill, bro.
And I mean that with respect.
At least he's calling him out, though. Like, dude, I've said this before, but it's like I don't think that Tucker Carlson is on the level of like Bill O'Reilly or Rush Limbaugh. He's totally his own thing, and for him to confront this motherfucker like that, to me, just shows it right there. The fact that he's gonna confront someone on the fucking Republican for saying something fucking stupid,
right? Like who?
Obviously for shill points, like
who is Ted Cruz trying to appeal to?
He's trying to fucking appeal to people who are like, see, even Ted Cruz denounces because he's such a big name, like
right. It's crazy,
this is fucking retarded. He's stupid. No, I hate that shit though. He's all like, I've been saying that people that attack police should be considered terrorists for a long time, and it's like they've been trying to do that for a long time. Make attacking police or calling like verbally assaulting a police, like calling it a hate crime or saying fuck the pigs is hate speech, which would just obviously make everything
hilarious,
like.
dude.
Why would you try to fucking spout that right now, bro? Like, period.
That's hilarious.
Like that shit pisses me the fuck off.
Watch
bro.
that actually becomes the law, and then saying like fuck the pigs like becomes hate speech, and then a bunch of leftists get in trouble for hate speech, then they'd be like, "What about free speech?"
They've been
like,
trying to,
yeah.
They've been trying to do that shit since like 2015 or 16,
Right.
trying to make fucking saying "fuck the pigs" or attack or
They've
hitting
been
the cops
trying to-
a hate crime.
They've been trying to do that since fucking NWA put out "Fuck the Police." dog.
Honestly,
But no,
pretty
okay,
much.
but who,
Cop killer, bro.
But nobody even killed any cop. Well, there's a cop that died, but it was a whole fucking thing where it's just a big fake news thing about how they said, oh, like someone bludgeoned him over the head with a fire extinguisher and he died. But it's like, he didn't actually die from that. He had like a heart attack like days later. So it's like it could have been induced by the stress, but it's like that's not directly the same thing as like they didn't come in gunning people down. It's not like no one showed up with a gun. They're like, oh my God, this guy has zip ties. That's the worst thing they could find was the guy who had zip ties. And then they're like,
I mean, Q Shaman had a. Oh my God! Remember they're like he has a spear, and it's like it's a flag. It's an American flag, is what he had.
Right.
A
flag can be a weapon.
I'm not gonna condone.
Halo.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yep, I know you could Gaddafi. Do the Gaddafi. Yeah. Some butthole work.
Shit. What else was I about to say about that?
Gaddafi.
Man, that just like totally
Gaddafi.
just rammed through my train of thought there.
But either way, this guy's stupid. For everybody's trying to jump on the cheese, bro. Everybody's trying to jump on the hype, bro. And this was so chicken shit. Like, yeah. I don't know. Let's see what else.
Because
we got one more.
Trump really did hype these people up too. Oh yeah.
I mean, he hyped him up, but
he hyped.
There we go. Perfect background picture.
You sent.
Yeah, this would be sick. I think this would actually be a great movie, even if it was like a bullshit propaganda piece. I think this would be hilarious.
But what's fucked up though, and where I'm gonna say like fuck you about Trump is that like if he actually supported these people, you know, it's just like it's just he's like, okay, we gotta all go out and like protest and make our voices be heard, and it's like this is where the left is actually just way better at politics than the right, because the left will constantly get people out of jail, get people, you know, pay for people's bail, do like GoFundMe's to release people out of jail who've like done horrible things and like horrible, unspeakable things to children a lot of the time. Meanwhile, Trump gets these people all, I mean, he didn't call for violence. He did say, you know, peacefully make your voices be heard. Like, he didn't call for violence specifically, but at the same time, he did get a bunch of Q-tards fucking riled up. And those were like his most hardcore fans. And then when they were being arrested, some of them justifiably, some of them not. And some of the way that they've been treated, he didn't do shit about them. He didn't start a fucking legal defense fund for them. He didn't do fucking shit. He abandoned those people completely. And I think he kind of like hurt his own capability of being able to run again and actually win, because I think a lot of people got really soured on Trump after he completely abandoned all the people that were like, trust the plan. Like, he did nothing for them. Really.
I think that trusting the plan is a inherently individualist kind of problem, to be honest with you. He did get people riled up, just like, you know, I mean, that's what politicians do. They get people riled up. You know, I do think that it's really obvious there was definitely some sort of setup going on with it, but also too, again, you get people getting stupid. I don't think he said anything that directly incited violence, especially not shit. I mean, fuck, you literally had Kamala Harris saying, keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
It's working regarding the riots.
And paying
people's bail fund, even though they were committing fucking like hella assault, hella violence, hella vandalism, hella arson, which once again, out here in California, arson's a big deal. So they're paying people's fat bails for, you know, arson shit, and, you know, other countries too, or other states. But,
right.
Well,
it's like at the and Kamala's the worst even, because she was paying all these like violent criminals bail, while at the same time, when she was the district attorney or whatever, she was keeping all these non-violent drug offenders in fucking jail so they would have more people to use as slave firefighters, basically.
Yep, fire rangers.
So it's like,
shit's crazy.
Yeah, and you know, she was sending people to jail for fucking their kids being late to school. You know, remember that shit?
No, not
like when we were in middle school, dude, in fucking California, where it's like, oh, if your kid's tardy too many days, your parents are gonna get fucking arrested.
Damn,
that shit
what
happened.
the fuck? That's
like
crazy.
they really went ham with that for tardiness at school. It's like, hey,
That's
you're not
crazy.
bringing your kid early enough into school to get indoctrinated, so now you're gonna go to jail. Meanwhile, letting all like actual violent criminals back on the
That's why I
streets.
say, dude, is that all like Obama era shit was wild too. Everybody loved to think like, oh, look, Obama, Democrats, they're cool. It's like, no, bro, they were crazy too. They were doing all this kind of shit a long time ago. Let's see what's next here. I think we got let's see what's oh yeah, this is the Fed boy here.
Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know, what was his name? Richard Epps or what is it? Something Epps.
Something Epps. Yeah.
Or Ray Epps. Ray Epps.
Lewis McPeepee.
Lewis McPeepee. This is a live stream, so this is just various clips. It's a long video. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but a lot of people think that this is a agent provocateur that has been placed amongst. This is January 5th, the night before the Capitol.
I just have to point out that it says that Lewis McPeepee sent Ann Diamond, and the grammatical error is driving me insane.
He sent them diamonds.
He sent that
And
diamond.
Diamond.
And diamond. Interesting.
This is crazy. So,
Let's see.
people think that this guy's a Fed and that he was basically trying to rile people up and get people to enter the Capitol on the 6th. And you can see, like, people that were there were like, oosh, I'm not going in there. What the fuck? But, yeah, let's check it out. Obviously a cop.
You'll know him when you see him. Here he is.
That's what it's about.
And this guy's had no charges placed on him at all. Whereas Q Shaman is in fucking jail for a long time.
Yeah, and they're your focus, and they're violating the Constitution. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't he look like a general?
We're not.
He does. He looks like a
Lieutenant.
fucking fake.
Looks like a football coach.
Is that a cop?
Yeah, literally everybody, like, they're like, LOL, these dumb MAGA idiots. But even them were able to tell. They're like, yeah, no. And that guy, too, the guy with the mustache,
Undercover agent type.
that guy who's like an Antifa guy. That other guy that was filming?
Oh, they're going to stop
shit.
our video on it.
Oh, no, it was incident.
Yeah, but when BLM and Antifa are burning down our cities and destroying our country, it doesn't matter right now. Yes, it does. That's breaking the Constitution. It does not matter right now. That's breaking the Constitution. You're losing focus. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. How? You don't know me. You're fighting with me. I'm not fighting with you. I'm just debating. You're wanting to beat somebody up. It's not worth it, man. When did I ever say that? I never said I want to beat anyone up. Okay. I'm not going to argue with you. I want to stand up for our rights. I agree with you. I agree with you. But tonight, you know what? What? You can bring...
Glowy tactics. Like, all these people in the chat are like, nah. They're like calling this guy's bullshit out.
We're here to defend the Constitution. Right, and what did our founding fathers do in 1776 over a tax on tea, which is much less than this bullshit, dude? Yeah, well... I'm just saying. Come on. We're far beyond that. If you're about... We're far beyond that. Oh, yeah. You know that. I know. In fact, tomorrow... I don't even like to say it because I'll be arrested. Well, let's not say it. We need to go... I'll say it. All right. We need to go in... Shut the fuck up, boomer. To the
Nice.
Base Fed posting? Right.
Base Fed posting, bro.
Into the Capitol. I didn't see that coming. Okay.
There.
Organization founded by George Soros.
Base, hey. What's your Telegram, baby?
Shit.
Shit, take me out to dinner, baby.
Hey, hold on. You're losing focus.
You're losing focus.
It's not about them.
I know.
She's hot as fuck. Another chat. I've never seen this actual video before. This is great.
The dude in the back is grinning so
Yeah.
I know, it looks like OG Swagger Dick back there, bro. He hella actually does look like OG Swagger Dick. Right there with the glasses.
Looks like Token. All the comments are just like, boomer, and then like, she's hot.
Fucking stupid booter, NPC, Fed.
Wait, was that the... Was that? Oh, I thought that was the Q Shaman for a second with the fur coat. This is not the video that I saw, but there might be another one. But this is the day before.
This is from the night before.
Right.
The night before.
So he was also there the day of, but yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah.
We must find this man's social media.
Dude, I don't know if he has any because he's probably a fucking glowy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's what everybody, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
You notice too, he keeps on saying like it's about the Constitution. It's about the Constitution, but it's like he's not actually talking about like anything like at all. Really, he's all like, we just need to stay focused. Like
he said, you just need to go inside. Because I think they were trying to argue it's like, no, we're not going to do what BLM does and go and like commit property damage and trespassing and all this kind of different stuff. They're like, we're actually not going to do that. We're just going to protest. And he's like, no, you got to go in. And everybody's like, why?
Yeah,
like even them. It's like even these guys.
I mean, look at
these
like
kids.
These kids
they're like,
too.
no.
By the way, look
they're
at
like, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not gonna go inside the Capitol. I mean, you know, if you get, that's the thing. I mean, there was what, like 100,000 people at J6. I hate that I'm calling it J6 now.
I know they fucking did it, bro.
Yeah. There was like 100,000 people there or whatever, and it's like a very small fraction of them actually went inside the Capitol, in the same way that there's been plenty of BLM rallies where the vast, 90-something% of people aren't doing anything wrong, but then, there's crazy people that go
and again, it's
up.
accountability, bro. It's like if you went in the Capitol, especially if you went in there, started smashing stuff and took pictures of yourself, R.I.P.
You're a useful
You
idiot.
fucking played yourself.
You played yourself hard.
Also, too, it's like people have getting their careers fucking destroyed because they were just at this rally, Or one dude was like, he was in the area, saw like what was going on, went, checked it out for a bit, left before the riot even started, and he got dropped from his record label, bro. For fucking,
you're talking about Ariel Pink?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That feels weird.
Either way, that's
and
not
then there was
cool.
also like super edgy conservative Nick Fuentes was there, and then he got on the no-fly list after that.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Hey,
fun
you guys
fact,
know about Nick Fuentes, man? He's like the most banned person from anything. I think he's kind of a dumbass, honestly, but I've watched like some of his him like debating people. He's actually like debated Dave Smith recently on just like libertarianism versus he's more of one of those guys where it's like, oh, like we just have to take over the government and then use it for our base right-wing stuff, where it's just like, yeah, doesn't everyone want to fucking do that?
Right.
Everyone wants to fucking do that. Everybody wants the fucking ring, right? They can't just throw the ring in the volcano. They have to take the ring for themselves and then claim power.
Right, dude.
And it's like,
yeah,
he got himself fucked up, dude, by just like asking too many questions, and he got banned from YouTube, Facebook, PayPal. He's like unbanked and off the fly list now.
That's
pretty
crazy.
wild. I don't think he deserves all that, but
It's wild that
I
they
don't
could
agree
do-
with the guy either, though.
That's wild that they can do that in general. Well, let's see here. Let's keep it rolling. Keep the Fed ball rolling here. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Norm Macdonald, bro. Calling it like he's seen it, bro. I love the violent series. Make sure to respect the Velvet Road's statutory hall.
Right.
Regardless of what you say, this picture right here just fucking smashes your narrative of like, it's like not everybody there was being a goon. Probably people just didn't know what the fuck was going on.
There was no Molotovs.
Follow the crowds. I hate to say it, but it's like, people were being sheeple, bro. Like,
And they just got let in.
Wow,
yeah, they just got let in, bro.
They're just letting us in.
If they're like,
Really?
what? Do we get to watch, bro? Is there gonna be a big like? Are they gonna do a big speech saying
Is this a
like
reenactment?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, is this a big speech saying that they're gonna delay the vote? What?
Right.
Yeah.
And then like there was this whole thing about, the cop that shot Ashley Babbitt never got any charges either, I don't think.
Which is again,
questionable,
everybody
right?
was
Because-
so happy that Ashley Babbitt got fucking shot. Which
Right.
everybody, that's so fucking
such an
wild. to me.
inversion.
So fucking cynical, so disgusting that you're okay with extrajudicial killings if it's against people you don't like.
Right.
Like that's
all
fucked.
all cops are bastards except for the Capitol Police. It's like, okay, it's like that's just, I mean, whatever. It's not like I can
And
yell
it's
these
like-
people for
and
being
it's like-
logically inconsistent,
and it's
because
like
that's all they fucking do.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see here. Let's see what next. Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Yes. Baby. Her birthday is on J6, so now forever Cammie is going to be associated with the American insurrection. That just makes her sexier to me. I'm not even going to lie. Where's that Cialis at, bro?
Dude.
That Viagra. I think I got some COVID symptoms, bro.
What I wouldn't give if shit gets really bad, what I wouldn't give to just have Cammie White just crush my fucking skull like a watermelon between those thighs. Like if I want to just end it in the best way possible, that's how I would do it.
I want her to like
good way
read
to
the
go.
Constitution to me while I lick her butthole.
Is she canonically
Canonically American,
That's
brother.
right. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Hell
That's
yeah.
why I included it.
She had the beret, which made me think. I was like, wait a second, she's not a filthy Frenchman. No,
Oh, actually, she might be. I'm not sure.
I don't know actually.
I forgot. I would need to brush up on my Street
I might be
Fighter
wrong.
lore.
Or is she Russian?
She's not
I
Russian.
was
She's
thinking,
American.
like,
No, because she's like with Guile.
Cammie
She's friends with
White?
Guile.
Right.
So she's American, I think.
All right.
Plus blonde and white. So let's see.
Based.
That's that. That's all I gotta say about that. Oh yeah, we got. So this is like we were saying, lots of people are in jail right now over this J6 bullshit. And somebody, so there's protests to get people out because people obviously, don't think it's not right that some people are in jail for as long as they've been in. They're in isolation and shit, and over trespassing charges and stuff or whatever. But yeah, this dude showed up to a protest intending to be a counter protester, and he had IEDs, bro. Improvised explosive devices.
Or what was the other
Is
one?
that the thing they put in inside of women's uteruses?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
An IED, or what is it? Intermittent explosive disorder.
Yes.
So, man 22 who was caught carrying pipa bomb to January 6th anniversary. Happy anniversary. The January 6th anniversary rally in Florida, along with direct action checklist and combat helmet, had no criminal record. Fun fact, by the way, if you guys want to know why you see so many news stories about Florida, man, you know why that is? Is because in Florida, they actually release all their records when all these like crimes and shit happens, where a lot of these other states don't. So there's an absurdly, disproportionate amount of Florida man stories. You don't see that many with California man or New York man or whatever. Florida man, they just get to run, they get to run wild with that shit because they don't keep the records private in Florida.
See, yeah.
So that's why Florida man's such a character. That's why Florida gets such a bad rap. That's why people like AOC talk a bunch of shit about Florida, but then go hang out there because it's actually secretly cool. But fun fact if you didn't know. So Garrett James Smith was chased down by deputies on his 22nd birthday. Happy birthday.
So he's J6 too. He's
Right.
Cammy's twin, bro.
Mhm. Near a rally held in protest of a local man jailed in connection with the Capitol riots. He was chased down by deputies while sprinting away from the rally, ostensibly spooked by something, while wearing black clothing and a black face mask. Among the contents of his backpack was a black helmet painted with red logos, similar to the headwear worn by protesters in Portland.
Ooh, busted.
His direct action checklist laid out what he intended to carry, including flammable rags, a gas mask, pepper spray, a multi-tool pocket knife, and more. Cops probing Smith's background found no criminal history or social media presence, making him a sleeper suspect, the most worrisome type of
He was
people.
just trying to spread birth control.
Oh my god.
And you get an IED, and you get an IUD. Yikes.
Yeah.
I mean, the Antifa ideology doesn't help either. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about this guy? Is he a Fed boy? That's what I'm like. Everyone's a Fed now. I'm just like Jack Murphy, Fed. Ray Epps, Fed. Tim Poole, nah, he's cool. Or is he? Or is he a Fed?
I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, this is not good. Not good.
This is crazy,
Not crazy. Yeah, I mean, like this could have been really something bad too. But
Right.
you don't fucking. I mean, thankfully he didn't fucking go into a crowd and set off a bomb or nothing. It's a kind of good thing they caught him first.
Yeah, I think we
But
got
it's
a
like
little bit.
yeah, let me
What are you saying?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
okay,
We got a little bit more. You
Let
got
me see
continuation here.
Why does he look like Porter Robinson?
Dude, fucking god damn it! Why'd you spoil it, Ethan? You had a whole. Come on. Police arrested a man. He fled a Capitol.
son of a bitch.
I know, that is immediately what we fucking thought too.
Oh,
Police arrested a man as he fled a Capitol riot rally in Florida carrying a backpack containing a homemade pipe bomb, combat helmet, and handwritten action plan. Really, you're gonna write out what in case you forget what your
sus.
action plan is?
And it's funny
That's
that they
sus.
used the word sleeper earlier in the article too.
He had no former criminal record.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
MK Ultra right there, baby.
Dude, his hair is a little too long to be a Fed, but he could be MK'd.
I think so.
Garrett James Smith was jailed on his 22nd birthday near a rally being held outside the Pinellas County Justice Center in protest of a local Capitol riot. Suspect's arrest. He was chased by deputies while sprinting away from the rally. Okay, I mean, this is kind of just retelling the same shit. But yeah, dude. Okay, so fucking spoil it.
Listen up.
But go to the
His
next
name is DJ Pipe Bomb.
That's what he had.
Too much pipa. That's what he had in his
those are the
backpack,
goods
dude.
he had in his backpack, bro. Which,
yeah, those look like he spray painted those little lemon juice bars.
Yeah.
In
That's
fact,
crazy,
that
though.
might be exactly.
I mean,
what that
look,
is.
he's got the fat nails though. You see that,
they're
bro?
just
He's got the
Is that
big
a-
box of
grenades.
nails.
Is that an AARP bag?
Looks like
Yes,
it.
it
Yeah,
is.
looks like it.
That's hilarious. He stole it from his grandma's house.
Hey,
Oh, no,
no,
he's
you
got
don't
the-
have to be elderly to be part of AARP.
Oh yeah,
Bro, haven't you seen an ARP commercial?
that's true. But yeah, this guy.
By the way,
Yeah, I don't know. Those M80s are
Sound
looking a little
investment.
mean
Yeah.
to my preference.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see.
They look poorly made.
Honestly,
more
All
like
these-
LARP. Am I
all
right?
of these look like they wouldn't do absolutely any. I mean, the bottom one's
He's got
kinda,
nails though. The nails, because what happens is you fucking put the nails in the thing, and then you light it, and then when it pops, the nails shoot out, and fucking stab whoever's near you.
That's
So
crazy.
that's how you do that shit.
That's pretty
and that's not okay. Like that could have been really bad. And that's what I'm saying too. A lot of these little anarchist types think that what they do, like because it's like, you know, not a gun or it's not a knife or something, like it's not dangerous. It's like, dude, that's extremely dangerous, and that's extremely like not okay to try to fucking go, you know. Oh, if someone threw a firecracker at me, bro, I would fuck them up, bro, because it's like, dude, you could have blew off my fucking foot, you could have fucking burned me hella bad, you could have broken a finger, you know, like fuck you, like you know,
and
like
M80 can fuck you up.
Yeah, no, and then he's very clearly fucking,
Just look at 4th of July accidents, bro.
I mean, he's very clearly, tied a bunch of M80s together right there, so you could easily blow someone's fucking hand off, you know?
And they did find pipe bombs on the original January 6th, or wasn't it the day before?
Did they actually find them, or were they suspected?
I don't know.
I'm
but
not sure. They never fucking found anything about that.
They never linked it to anyone. And it's
to anyone, yeah.
You'd think that, you know, they've got all these fucking security systems. They got probably drones flying around. They probably should have been able to identify someone or have a suspect for that, but I don't know.
Hey, this really does stink of some anarchist cookbook MK Ultra shit too, though. It's all like homemade. He has a little manifesto and everything, bro. He's like my little action plan.
Right.
Yeah,
but that's how you can tell it's a
bro.
real grassroots movement, and maybe he's not a Fed.
Well, the manifesto part is what makes me think it's MK Ultra, because how many, you know, people that are just committing random acts of violence have like an entire thesis and they write it down and they bring it with them. Right. It's like, oh yeah, here's my clear motive, and you know, there's no alibi for me whatsoever because it's, you know, it's obviously detailed, and here's like the time frames and all this.
Maybe
nonsense.
if he went through with it, you know, he wanted to be, because there would probably be action taken against him, and he wants to be fucking known.
Wants to be on that fucking they'll know me now bullshit.
Exactly.
The mass violence community.
I think the people who think that, you know, tend to have like high narcissism tendencies, and they're also some of the easier people to MK Ultra because you can play into their fantasies pretty easily.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't even know that it necessarily needs to be MK Ultra, but just
MK Ultra, we mean by like that, like it's like more like
just being manipulated.
It is.
It's
more like
psychological
like,
manipulation techniques.
Yeah, it's like it's more
it's
like
not like they
it's
have to,
not
like,
more.
sit you
It's not
down and,
directly
like,
hand-ons
you know.
though. Like that's the thing, is they've learned how to do it to where it's like it's like flicking a domino, you know, and you just set the dominoes going, and then like it just leads all the way, and then all the way Rube Goldberg, and then fucking it ends
like
over there with
the J6
somebody doing
thing,
something.
basically, like the dude, the Fed boy standing around encouraging people to go, and it's like he could have just had like some random friend that he made, you know, who just happened to be a Fed and just, you know, eggs him on. It's not like it doesn't always have to be a direct like.
Or like too, like a
getting
lot of the
bossing
time,
say, do you know what I mean?
With the police riots and shit, or with like the Portland riots is what I meant to say. They'll be like, yeah, we need to go in there. Here's a rock, here's a brick, chuck it at them. They're like, yeah. They're like, yeah, fuck you, you know. And then
there was literally pallets of bricks laying out in the streets.
Yep.
That's right.
Placed there days before the actual riots happened.
Right.
Or not during January 6th, but
but during like some of the George Floyd
BLM,
shit, BLM
right
shit,
after George Floyd.
And my thing is that it's like everybody's so mindful of that shit happening, like when it's BLM stuff, but when it's like, oh, like these random riots, it's like, no, there couldn't be any Fed involvement at all. It's all like,
right.
This is what they do.
This is what they do. Exactly. This is exactly what they do. So anyways, let's see here. I think we also got, so this guy's a fucking sus. Ethan beat us to the punch, but go ahead and, oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Porter. I'm so sorry. Fuck.
Evil Porter Robinson be
What
like.
What do we call him? Piper Bombinson?
Piper Bombinson. Woo, man. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Sorry, Porter. Love you, Porter. Wouldn't accuse you of doing anything
All
like
right.
that.
Hey, but this
unless Porter Robinson's been hanging out with Ariel Pink, bro.
Oh my god.
What? But let's talk about a real insurrection. All right.
Hey, this shit's
shows you how you
wild.
do
This
it.
shit's getting ham, bro.
Right? A real insurrection doesn't end in 3 hours.
This has been going on for, well, first of all, the internet's been out for the past 5 days over this shit, and it just recently came back on. That's how wild shit's getting over there. Kazakhstan.
Yeah, so we got, the Great Republic of Kazakhstan.
Shouts out
Greatest
Borat.
country in the world. So we got from Ride the News here. Crisis spreads in Kazakhstan. Russia sent troops to lead an intervention in Kazakhstan, where dozens of protesters and police have died in violent anti-government protests. Kazakhstan is an authoritarian, oil-rich country located between Russia, China, and Afghanistan. The country does not have free expression or elections. An increase in fuel prices sparked rallies that have since become wider anti-government protests and have turned violent. Police have arrested 2,000 plus people. Woo! Russia deployed its troops in response to Kazakhstan's ruler asking a Russia-led military organization for help restoring order. Man, so because I believe Kazakhstan part of the USSR when it was the USSR.
I know they have ties,
so, right?
and I know they're allied with them. I forget. I think they actually might have been part of USSR before.
Right,
Our historian here.
makes sense. Yeah, yeah, history major.
Eastern Europe is a whole fucking can of worms in itself.
Kazakhstan's really weird because, like they said, it's between Russia, China, and Afghanistan. So it's like you get a lot of it. What was it like? The president or whoever of Kazakhstan, he looks kind of Asian. It's kind of strange. It's like south of Russia.
Right.
It's really weird.
Right.
But man, like I think we had a video on this too.
Yeah, on the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, this shit's getting wild.
Initiation. Erica? Christina Rafini,
this has
thank
been
you.
declared a
The
terrorist
year has
insurrection by their
gotten off to a
government
very
too.
bad start in Kazakhstan. It began with a sudden and steep increase in the cost of fuel, sparking deadly protests and an official shoot-to-kill order.
I hate how they
CBS's MTS
smile
Tayyab
about
has
it,
the
dude.
details.
Just you can see the grin in their
This is a
faces.
nation on the brink. What started earlier this week as a peaceful protest against a sudden hike in fuel prices rapidly escalated into a full-blown uprising.
Which is crazy in such an oil-rich country.
Filled the streets of the capital, Almaty, attacking government buildings and
That's the
demanding
capital
an
right
end
there.
to
Yeah.
over 3 decades of
So this is what they want you to think that J6 looked like.
State security forces fired stun grenades and tear gas to try and disperse the crowd, with President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev later appearing on state TV to accuse demonstrators of being foreign-backed terrorists and ordered troops to, quote, shoot to kill without warning.
Crazy, bro.
Kazakh media have reported that at least 18 security personnel have been killed in the unrest and around 25 demonstrators.
Damn.
But
It's more than that, by the way.
likely much higher.
It's likely much higher, yeah.
Saying, it's really scary. We feel we have no protection. Across Almaty and the still smoldering signs
Damn,
of
look at the
unrest can be
building.
seen across the city center.
That's the capital.
As a Russian
No, it's
led
not.
alliance
No, that's
of
not the
former
capital.
Soviet
Either way.
nations mobilized thousands of
But it's near
troops
there.
at the request of the Kazakh government. The crisis comes at a complex time for Moscow. It's already sent tens of thousands of troops to multiple borders with Ukraine in recent months, stoking fears it could soon invade. But the unrest in Almaty could see Russia drawn into an entirely different conflict, one not of its choosing.
Yeah.
So
Now, in a
hey,
statement, the Kremlin
they also said too that the president just recently announced that the airport has been taken over by protesters as well. Which
that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that like just announced today, so we'll see how that goes. But that shoot to kill order to me, that shit's crazy, bro. That's
wild,
on
right?
some other
Seems
shit,
like
bro.
They're gonna try and take their fucking country.
I think this is a real deal insurrection going on over here. And like,
wait,
you know,
who's gonna try and take like Russia's trying to take the country back, like reclaim it as Russia, or
No, I mean these people are gonna try and
no, they're really trying to overthrow the government for real.
Yeah.
Because I wish they gave some numbers on like what the price increases of the like that set it off were. But I know these countries are incredibly fucked. You know, there's all military regime. The fucking army controls everything.
But
you can't say shit.
I don't know, like sending in the military, the shoot to kill, and there are citizens there. It's like holy fuck.
Yeah,
that
They
is
don't
a
fuck
whole.
around, bro.
That's a whole nother level. It's like
yeah. It's just kind of a reminder of like, hey, when you guys think shit's getting really crazy here, it's like,
look over there.
Yeah, look at this shit, man. I mean, it's pretty fucking tame on J6. And it's still like, obviously, gotta fucking disclaim. It's like, yeah, I don't support what people are actually doing. Don't fucking go and try to commit violent acts.
But it's like it's totally different between like that. Like I said, that's like the internet's down for an entire like 5 fucking days. The fucking airport's getting taken over. The Capitol's getting fucking set on fire. Other government buildings are getting set on fire, burned down. Shoot to kill orders, and you have to fucking call in your allies to fucking get the situation under control. That's actually
And I
like
bet they
next
don't-
level. That's approaching. That's a real kind of
That's war.
insurrection, protest, riot. Like that's actual insurrection. They're actually trying to take out the government.
And I wonder what their actual, like how the citizens, even if they have access to firearms or anything, because
probably
it didn't seem like it.
don't.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
right,
Probably
right.
not, dude. If it's
Yeah.
all military like that, like
But you know what?
If we learned anything from Borat, then
Right.
they definitely don't have guns.
They don't have guns.
Yeah, they're
crazy.
probably now getting guns because there seems to be. Like,
I wonder what the truth is too, though. To like, if there's any kind of foreign, backing behind them.
yeah.
I'm curious. I'm not saying. Obviously, I think that. Most of those countries over there are pretty fucking corrupt, so I'm not surprised to see any kind of protests or riots. But I wonder what extent there is actually some maybe foreign backing of something. But also, I don't know if anybody cares enough to back foreign, fucking riots in
Other
Kazakhstan.
than maybe the fucking U.S. does.
We could, we
but
could.
That's the thing. We know that the United States is like, well, January 6th is clearly a coup attempt. And it's like, no. You guys, the U.S. government, out of all people, should know what a real coup attempt looks like because that's all you fucking do. The CIA, that's all they've been doing for the past 100 years is doing coups. And when they do a coup, they know how to do it right. There's people with guns and there's people like blowing shit up. It's a real, actual coup attempt. They know for a fact that it's not a coup attempt. That's why you see Kamala fucking like
fake
giggling,
crying and
like,
fucking,
to start bust out laughing or crying. Like, it's the duper's delight.
This
She's
is
getting
like
away with it.
a pure thought, but honestly, it could be that, the CIA is sending, trying to spark this, like,
Could be.
and just to drive people, drive it off of the Ukrainian border.
I wonder
crisis
what if this I don't think this would shift away from the Ukrainian stuff. Actually, you're right, because it could actually, if they started shit up in this one, it divides fucking Russia's forces. Ethan, see, you could be onto something there, actually, because we are in a little bit of a hot contestation over Ukraine.
Right.
Yes.
And they are very oil-rich places.
I was gonna say though, if this government gets overthrown or takes any more damage, though, like how would that affect like the oil trade and whatnot? Because them gas prices is a little bit thick right now, a little hostile. What I say we start let's tell Canada to bite the dust, and we're gonna go drill up there in the Great White North. That's how we get the gas prices low.
Dude, right? That's why we could have took Greenland and we never did.
Yep.
And I think
that's a wrap. Yep.
Yeah. So that's
right.
that's what a real insurrection looks like.
Yes.
That was a gnarly way
notes.
to fucking end that, dude.
Right?
Yeah,
Shit,
no,
dude.
definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's real shit going on here. Don't let their little pussyfoot fed fucking. No, I was saying, I hate this. I'm gonna end it on a fucked up note, bro. At least Bush and Obama, at least when they did their false flags attack, at least they made it believable while having a bunch of casualties, bro. Like, you couldn't pull off a J6 and have the proper, like, you need that horror. That pure horror of like a ton of people just died to try to hammer in the fucking fact
fear
of to strike the fear to get people to fucking just change.
Right.
And they didn't, you couldn't get that out of these people, to be honest, because that's not what they wanted, Even like most of the normal people, that's not what they wanted, So you didn't,
These people aren't fearful anymore.
And plus it's like it's not believable if you had one Fed out there getting hella violent, people would stop them,
Right.
So they couldn't pull this off, and honestly,
So they're just trying to rewrite the fucking history.
And don't
When
get
you
me
read the history book.
Don't get me wrong. Do not enter a government building
No, don't
and
do
start
it.
shit. Period,
Really
bro.
don't do
What
it.
the fuck, dude? That is fuck. Do not even get on
Stupid.
government property
You fucked our
and
shit
start
up.
shit, dude. Like straight up. Like
You
it's
set
not-
everything back a lot by doing
extremely,
that.
and
Stupid.
also
it's
made
bad.
us
It's
weak
really bad. You
in
make
front
it
of other countries.
And I'm saying this too to BLM or to anything you protest, dude. Like if you're anti-abortion, pro-abortion, just be careful when you're on government property. You will get arrested for federal destruction of fucking property, trespassing. They don't play.
Yeah, how many of these
know?
guys
They don't
were,
fucking play. Like
right.
you'll get swatted by fucking someone who leaks your information and shit. Like I don't know. Like,
And then how many of these guys thought they were like real like back the blue guys, and they're like, well, I'm not gonna get charged with terrorism. I'm not doing anything like that. Surely they'll be fair. It's like, yeah,
no.
So we're recording this right now, Monday night. And I think there's actually something else that's about to drop. I think we're gonna just do a separate video for that.
Yes, we're gonna have a special report, breaking news update in a moment, but that'll be for in a moment.
Yeah, good old Project Veritas coming through with the hot drops again.
That's coming up right now, so we should probably
let's
put a cap on it.
Yeah, so thank you all for joining us with the Zudes with the news. I've been Crispy Grooves. That's Adrian Grody over there. That's Bumbo Jumbo Wears Vibes over there.
You guys keep fucking up my name.
Was it what?
Bumbo Chumbo.
Oh,
Get it?
Bumbo Chumbo? I think you're retconning that to try to make us feel bad.
I'm not. It's on the footage, bro.
Bumbo Chumbo?
Roll back
on
the tape.
footage.
Roll back the tape.
Anyway.
Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Do some Fed posting on our channel.
Yeah,
Base Fed posting.
Yeah.
Head over
Dudes
to
with the news.
ZUDECAST.com. Check that shit out.
ZUDECAST.com.
Check us out on Patreon, Discord. Become a supporter.
Yes,
all that fun.
join our
Become a
Discord.
guest.
See y'all next time.